Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Fitness, and now on to the broadcast booth. Corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth. Welcome to Carroll Merchants Baseball, everyone. Jeff Honnold here with you on the live stream. Hopefully everybody is getting this all right tonight. We'll be checking in once in a while just to make sure things are working okay. Sorry about all the problems. We found out we were not getting enough internet connection here. But thanks to our friends at Western Iowa Networks, Wynn came in and turned up our power, and we're ready to go now. Western Iowa Networks, if you need internet, telephone, TV, check them out. Really great company to work with, and they have the products you need. Cell phone, internet, telephone, they got it all. TV, go see the folks at Western Iowa Networks. We'll give you the starting lineups here for the visiting Fort Dodge Gypsum Miners. They'll start out with Derek Kay, the second baseman. Jose Gillian Jr., the right fielder, will be batting second. Devin Porter, the DH. Jamie Young will be batting cleanup and hitting first base. Peyton Kruger will be playing right field and batting fifth. Jackie Jimenez will be the third baseman, and he will be batting sixth. Americo Lewis is your center fielder for the Fort Dodge Gypsum Miners. Then Eddie Norega, and he is the catcher. Nate Dolman will be batting cleanup, and he is the shortstop. Pitching tonight for the Miners will be Hector Pardo. For the Merchants, they'll start off with Mike Wallace, Andrew Fay, Nick Supple. Ben Berg will be cleanup. Brendan Larkin, Frederick Reynolds, Trent Johnson, Chase Corton, and Reese Snyder for the Merchants. We are about 5-10 minutes away here from some ceremonial first pitches and the national anthem. We'll step away here and get some more commercials in. While we're doing that, folks, stick around and we'll be back after these. The 2019 Merchant corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, Ike Allen Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Fitness, and now on to the broadcast booth.
Everyone knows Iowans grow corn. It's in every Iowa stereotype. But what most people don't realize is that not all corn is the same. Less than 1% of corn grown in Iowa is world-class, delicious Iowa sweet corn. It makes any meal at home taste better. But this miracle plant can do a whole lot more. And for that, you need field corn. Iowa farmers plant more than 13 million acres of corn, and 99% of it is field corn, also known as dent corn. Field corn is far more productive than garden variety sweet corn. It goes to feed livestock, make ethanol, plastics, medicines, or one of the thousands of other daily uses. In fact, it's one of the most useful plants in existence and is crucial as we step away from petroleum. But field corn is not known for its appeal to human taste buds. To prove this point, I'm going to eat both. First up, sweet corn. Yeah, it's so freaking good. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, field corn, which we boiled to give me a chance at this. It's really hard. That's not good. To sum up, sweet corn is rare and delicious. Field corn is abundant and important, but only tastes good if you have the sophisticated palate of a Holstein. Get more info about all corn at iowacorn.org. Somebody get me some more of this sweet corn.
Pre-game show here on the Carroll Merchants Facebook page. My name is Tyler Bruton, and I'm joined with Trey Muhlenberg, the assistant coach of the Carroll Merchants. Coach, how we doing?
Thanks for having me, Tyler. I'm doing great.
Awesome. So, Coach, just a couple of questions for you before we start off the game against the Fort Dodge Miners. First game against them tonight. What are some of the expectations coming into this game, being the first time we're facing them?
One thing I preach to my guys a lot is playing faces opponents. So no matter who we're playing, we're still playing the game of baseball. We still got to get 21 outs, 27 outs for playing an inning game. So they got it between their ears. We're playing the game the same way every single time. And if they do that, it doesn't matter who we're playing, who's on the mound. They still got to throw strikes. They still got to get outs just like we do.
I agree. So, coming off the home loss against the Ames Peak Prospects, very close game at the bottom of the ninth inning. What are some of the things you want to see cleaned up after that game? I mean, we came off a 3-game win streak, and after that devastating loss, what are some of the things you want to see cleaned up tonight?
Definitely like to see a little bit more hustle on defense, but I think we do a great job of that. We got a gritty bunch of guys out there. We can swing the bat at any time. We never count ourselves out of the game. If we're going to clean it up a little bit, I'd just like to see a little bit more energy. But our guys hustle enough, I think we can do it.
Exactly. Now, with these 4 games coming up here, we got tonight, we got tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. What are some of the things the guys are kind of preparing for that long stretch? Because sometimes they get exhausted, pitchers are getting exhausted as well. So what's some of the things you're kind of preaching to your players as we come into this 4-game stretch?
Yeah, with 4 games in a row, it's pretty tough. Tough on arms, tough on fatigue for players. But we're going to preach to them. We're going to let them know that, hey, we're going to get a lot of guys involved. Everyone's going to get a lot of chances here. And we're going to need everybody in the dugout. Whether they're in the game, whether they're on the mound, whether they're at the plate, or whether they're just in the dugout cheering their guys on. They got to be the best teammate they can be.
That's all right. So, Coach Muhlenberg, it's been fantastic having you on the show. And, hey, good luck tonight.
Thanks, Go Merchants.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's almost that time yet again here at Carroll, Iowa. The second game here at home, second consecutive game, of course. The game over in Fort Dodge, I believe it was. No, it was Bancroft. Got rained out, but it's almost time, Merchant fans. We're almost here for game time. So, my name is Tyler Brunner. Thank you for joining me on the pregame show. And hey, go Merchants.
Welcome back, everyone, to Ag Night here at the ballpark. Tonight's sponsorship was brought to you by the Carroll County Cattlemen's Association, Carroll County Farm Bureau, the Iowa Soybean Association, and the Iowa Corn Growers Association of Carroll County. Great job by those folks tonight. They paid for everyone's admission into the ballpark, so free admission. All you had to do was come out. They've got games sitting outside, and the cattlemen are grilling, of course, and they have a big old trailer out there for the corn growers, and Soybean Association has a nice tent, and Farm Bureau has something set up there as well. So you got a chance, still have time to get down here. It'll be a 7-inning game tonight. We're in the middle of the week, so it'll be a 7-inning game for the Merchants. Beautiful night here at the ballpark. Got a nice crowd filing in. A lot of youngsters here so far. People just starting to get in here, and that's not unusual. They file in until about the 3rd inning or so. Running about 5 minutes or so behind schedule, so we're going to keep plugging away here, and hopefully we'll get it. Again, we'll go through the starting lineups for you. For the Gypsum Miners, couple. Third base, Fay, Johnson. Right down the second baseman, folks. Sorry about that. Give me a second. Let me find out who we got playing second. Snyder. Reese is going to be at Reese will be at second base, and Brandon Larkin, Ben Berg behind the plate against Colton Detterman will be pitching. Going to take one quick break here. We'll come back, see if we can't get the national anthem for you folks. We got a young lady going to be singing that, and we'll be back after these messages. We would like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronics, Roman Stephenson Son Construction, Gretaman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa. Again, that was Cassidy Baker out of Coon Rapids Baird FFA. She did a beautiful rendition there of the national anthem. Just about ready to go here. Now will be local farm broadcaster Vaughn Kettleson will be throwing the first pitch. We're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back after these messages. We would like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronics, Roman Stephenson Son Construction, Gretaman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa. We would like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Anytime Fitness, Computer Concepts of Iowa, Court Street LLC, Lens Insurance and Real Estate, Litterdale Country Store, Carroll Glass, Market on 30, Merchant Park Concessions. Welcome back, Jeff Arnold here with you. Fortunately, I am it tonight. Hopefully, we'll have some guests come up here, but you got to put up with me all night long. We want to thank the for the Miners. Detterman now up to the bat. It's going to miss ball 1. Ball 2, I'm sorry. All right, folks, hopefully we got this working now. We had a soundboard go down on us right before game, so sorry about that. Hopefully we're back now. Merchants have runners at first and second. I'm sorry, they have runners at first and third. No outs. That'll bring up the third hitter, Devin Porter. He is the DH. The left-hander sits in now. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out. Top of the first inning, no score. Detterman now looks in. Pitch on the way. Runner acts like he's going to go. Pitch is high, ball 2. So I think the runner, the second batter was on by a walk. Sorry, I was working on the stuff, but looks like he walked. 2-0 pitch. Foul back. Strike 1. Thanks to Tom Brinks. He's texting me here, telling me everything seems to be working fine now, so appreciate that. New technology we're working on, so hopefully things are working better now. We've got good streaming quality. Thank you to Western Iowa Networks. Pitch on the way. Runner goes. He's going to be down with stolen base. Try to turn some volume up here for everybody. Trying to get things settled in. 3-1 now, your count. Pitch on the way to the third batter of the night, and that's going to be a walk. Bases loaded now, nobody out for the Merchants. No score yet. Thank you for listening to this Merchants broadcast. I want to thank Western Iowa Networks. Western Iowa Networks came down here, got us a lot hotter internet, and we're able now to stream. Realized we had it turned down to the lowest quality we could get, so they came down, took care of us. So Western Iowa Networks, thank you very much. Go check them out for your cell phone, internet, TV, about anything you need, they got it, and they do a wonderful job at it. Ball is going to be a high fly ball now to the shortstop. Underneath that one was Johnson, and he's going to make the first out of the night. So the cleanup hitter, Young, flies out for the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Peyton Kreger.
Number 8, right fielder, Peyton Krugler.
So Peyton Krugler is your batter for the Gypsum Miners. He is the right fielder. 1 out now, no score, bases loaded. Detterman's pitch on the way. It's going to miss low, ball 1. So Detterman's struggling just a little bit here in this first inning. Hopefully he'll settle in. Thank you for listening to the broadcast here on the Merchants pages. You can also catch it on Dish Network if you have it. Pitch on the way. It's just outside. If you have Dish Network, you can pick it up. That's on communities pages under Carroll, and search Carroll Merchants. You'll be able to find them there. Also, Cat TV 6 channel, YouTube channel. 2-0 pitch on the way. That's going to be in there. Strike 1. 1 out. Bases are loaded now. Beautiful night here at the ballpark. Again, like to thank the Iowa Corn Growers, Iowa Soybean, Carroll County Cattlemen, the Carroll Farm Bureau for offering a free night here tonight for them. The ball's going to miss high. 3-1 now. So everybody got in free tonight. Thank you to Ag Night sponsors. 3-1, 1 out. Detterman now. Deep breath. Pitch on the way. Has to be foul tip. Full count. Beautiful night here. Wind's blowing just a little bit from right to left field. Maybe a little out at center. Just a slight breeze, maybe 5 miles an hour. About 73 degrees. Perfect night for baseball. Full count now. Bases loaded. Pitch on the way. That's going to miss and get the backstop, so that's going to score a run on the walk. So an RBI walk for Krugler. And that'll bring up the number 6 hitter, Jimenez. Jimenez now, he is the third baseman. See if we can't get this try to get the score updated for you folks. Got a new, it's all new to us here, we're working on it. I think we got things updated here. There's a high fly ball out to left field. It could be it. Ooh, that is a grand slam home run. And that will clear the bases. So 5-0 lead so far for the Miners. So the Miners with 5 now in the first inning. Nobody out, 1 out.
Batting 7, center fielder, number 21.
Having trouble getting the score updated, folks. Sorry about that. On that for you here. Five nothing. Louise looking at ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. There's going to be a high fly ball. Larkin camped underneath that one. He's going to get it for the second out. And that'll bring up the number 8 hitter, the catcher, Eddie Norgen.
Batting 8, the catcher.
5-0. Merchants Trail here. We are in the top of the first inning. So Noguera. Looks at the first pitch. That's going to miss high, ball 1. Sorry, folks, can't quite seem to get the score to update here on the screen. It's fighting me today, just like everything else has. So just about normal today. We had a soundboard went down. We had to go get a different soundboard right before the game, and then we had cameras that want to hook up. It's been a fun day. That's going to miss, ball 2. So we're just going to kind of limp along. We may not get the score updated on the system on the screen, but hopefully you'll be able to at least see that. Pitch on the way. That's going to miss high. Ball 3. Three balls, no strikes, 2 out here. We are in the top of the first inning. Merchants trail 5-0. Nobody on after the grand slam. 3-0 pitch on the way. That's going to miss high. He's going to walk him. Walks. That's been the third walk of the inning so far and really hurting Detterman. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Nate Dolman. Dolman, the shortstop.
Number 4, Nate Dolman.
So the shortstop is up. Dolman. Runner at first base, pitch on the way. So miss low, ball one. Berg's been doing a good job of working back there, trying to keep that ball from getting all the way to this deep backstop. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, pitch on the way. That misses low, ball 2. Colton, usually a real consistent pitcher tonight, struggling with his command. Just can't quite get settled in. Nobody up in the bullpen so far. Coach is just going to let him settle in here. Here's your 3-0 pitch. Oh, 2-0 pitch, I'm sorry. In there for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Merchants trail 5-0. Pitch on the way. Ooh, just miss high. Tight zone here tonight, but Colton also hasn't been earning it. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 5-0. Gypsum Minor lead, top of the first inning. Pitch on the way. He's going to walk him. He's going to walk him. That's the 4th walk of the inning. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, 5th walk of the inning, and that's going to get Coach out of the dugout here. He's going to have a little chat with his young pitcher. 5-0 is the lead. We're going to take a little break. We'll come back after these messages. Program sponsors for 2019, Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronics, Roman Stephenson Son Construction, Gretaman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa. So, to bring up the leadoff hitter, Kay got a base hit in the first inning and scored. It's in there for strike 1. So he got on, went second on a wild pitch, stole third base, and then scored on the RBI walk. Oh, 1 now, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Detterman's pitch on the way. Curveball's going to miss high. 1-1. Pitch going to miss there. 2 balls now, 1 strike. Detterman just not able to get his command down. That's going to get one of the Merchants players warming up with the band. I'm not going to head down there yet, but get warmed up. 2 balls, 1 strike. He's thrown a lot of pitches, so figuring he's not going to go real deep in this game. Pitch on the way. It's a high fly ball to right field. Underneath that one is Supple. Supple's going to make that catch, so the Merchants are going to give up 5 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and they're going to leave 2 on. 5-0 after the first inning. Back after these messages. Great Merchant program sponsors for 2019, Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronics, Roman Stephenson Son Construction, Gretaman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa. Program sponsors for 2019, Commercial Savings Bank, Drees Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications. Welcome back to Merchants Baseball. Merchants trail 5-0 after the first inning. Merchants are going to send up Wallace, Andrew Fay, and Mike Supple. For the Merchants, it'll be Wallace, Fay, Supple, Berg, Larkin, Reynolds, Johnson, Cortan, and Snyder. So the Merchants trail 5-0 after the first. Taking their time here, getting things going. We want to thank our program sponsors, Bloomer Sports Bar and Grill, Serendipity Acting Studio, Carroll Coolers, Echo Electronics, Roman Steffes and Sons, Gredeman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa, Brunner, Reinhardt, and Morton LLP, Piranha Club, Lincoln Highway Pharmacy, and Templeton Savings Bank. More to come. First pitch is going to be in there, strike one. So strike one on Wallace. Hector Prado is the pitcher. He's going to miss high. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Thank you for listening to Merchants Baseball here on all the different outlets that we have for you. 5-0 Merchants trail. Pitch on the way. It's going to be in there, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first, trailing 5-0. Just thank you to the folks at Johnston Communications for the stream equipment. It's going to miss inside. Ball 2. Not able to adjust the screen for you for the scores, but we'll try to get them to help us out here next time. Get it. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Full count on the leadoff batter, Mike Wallace. He's playing left field tonight. Pitch on the way. Foul ball out of play. We'll reset. So Johnston Communications, they're helping us out, getting us the Sling Studio stuff that we've been using to try to do the games. Thank them for all their help, and also Western Iowa Networks for the internet. That here at the ballpark, they cranked us up, so we're good to go. Should be able to good the rest of the year here. Sorry, folks, we're still working on the soundboard setup. We had a little issue there. Full count pitch on the way. That's going to miss high. Ball 4. Should be a long night. The umpire's going to keep a tight strike zone. We're going to be here a while with all these walks. It's going to bring up the second baseman, Andrew Fay. Beautiful night here at the park. Guessing we got, boy, we're going to be well close to 600, I would think, here tonight already. Beautiful night. Lots of young kids here with that free night by the Ag folks here. So a lot of kids running around, having a good time. 5-0 Merchants trail here in the bottom of the first. Runners at first base. Pitch on the way. And there for strike one. So the Merchants have the leadoff batter on at first. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. It's going to be hit out to left field. Camped under it and make the catch. Boy, it just looked like it might have had enough to get down, but carried a little bit. Really no wind to speak of. Just hoping with the slicing action he had on that maybe it would fall, but it did not. And that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Nick Supple. Nick, one of those fine young guys. We got a chance to interview him earlier in the year, actually last week. Fun kid. All these kids are great. Thank you, folks, for setting them up. We have a good time with them. One out now. Runner at first base. Supple up. Long look in by Pardo. Pitch on the way. Be in there, strike one. So Merchants Trail gave up 5 walks in that first inning. Walked 1 run in and then gave up the grand slam. That's where we're at, 5-0. 0-1 pitch by Pardo. It's going to miss in the dirt, 1-1. Merchants have somebody down in the bullpen. Can't see quite who they got warming up, but got a tower on our way and netting, so I can't quite see it. Maybe 26. We'll see who. Nope. Maybe Hudson. Looks like Joey Hudson is down there warming up for the Merchants. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Pitch on the way. We foul back here. Strike 2. Was on that one. Just snapped it straight back here to the backstop in front of us. One ball, 2 strike, 1 out. Wallace got a decent lead over there at first. This will be a slow roller, but that's going to get over there by Coach. He's going to miss it with the old alligator arm move. So we'll reset. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Great night out here. About 73 degrees, 5 mile an hour. Looks like now it's moving maybe a little bit left or right to left out there. Somewhat. Just went out to that 392 mark in the outfield. We got 326 to left, 358 to the alley, 392 deep, 353 in the right alley, and 322 down the line, right field. And that's going to be in there for strike 3 looking. So that'll be the second out of the night, and that's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Ben Berg. Playing a little Benny of the Chest as his walk-up music. So the Merchants trail 5-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 outs. Pardo takes a peek look in. Got his sign now. Pitch on the way. So we're in there for strike 1. Got the cowbells down here to our right ringing. A lot of kids yelling for Ben. Got some kids behind the netting, so they get to walk up there and see. Just hope they don't get their fingers out there with foul ball. Kids down the right field line playing catch and having a good time. Runner goes, foul ball back, strike 2. A hit and run on. Coach Williams being aggressive here. First time we've seen the Gypsum Miners. They are out of Fort Dodge, new to the league this year. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs now on Berg. He steps in, runners at first base. That's Wallace. He's on with a walk. Pardo's got his sign, looks in, checks the runner, pitch on the way, runner goes. There's a hit and run right back to the pitcher. He knocks it down, and he's going to make the play, 1-3. So we're going to get no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're done with 1. Merchants trail 5-0. We'll be back after these messages. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton LLP. Giant Seeds. Piranha Club. Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Platinum Fitness. Templeton Savings Bank. State Wealth Management. Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Commercial Savings Bank. Drees Company. Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op. Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate. Charlie Steakhouse. Southside Lounge. Carroll Dental Associates. AAA Seeds. Parents Construction. Roselle Mutual Insurance. Johnston Communications. Welcome back to Merchants Baseball here. We are in the top of the second inning. Merchants trailing 5-0 after the walk RBI and then the grand slam. So that hurts. We'll see what's going to go on here. Looks like we got Detterman back out here for second inning, still throwing. Down in the bullpen, looks like they might be all warmed up, ready to go. So Detterman's going to come back out, see if he can't settle back in here. And that'll bring up the number 2 hitter, Jose Gillian Jr. Gillian walked, stole a base, and scored in the first inning.
Batting number 6, the center fielder, Jose Guillen Jr.
So Jose Guillen, pitch on the way by Detterman, in there for strike 1. Has a good looking pitch. Hopefully he's got it control now. No balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Pitch on the way. Adam is high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. To the shortstop, Guillen. Pitch on the way. They're calling for it down. That's a high fly ball out to left field. Back goes Wallace. He's all the way back to the fence. He's not able to snag that one. And that's going to be in for a stand-up double. So for the second inning of the row, Fort Dodge is going to have the leadoff man on. And that's going to bring up the DH, Devin Porter. Porter walked and scored in the first. Again, nice crowd here, still filing in. Still plenty of room, plenty of time to come in. No balls, no strikes, nobody out here. Runner at second base. Pitch on the way. So in the dirt, snagged by Berg. Ball 1. And that'll get somebody up back down in the bullpen for the Merchants. Detterman just not able to find his command right so far tonight. 1 ball, no strikes. Long look in, here's your pitch. It's going to miss low, ball 2. Detterman not missing by much, but just enough that they're not going to get that call. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out. Pitch on the way. Detterman takes a long look at second. Now he's pitch on the way. He's missed way high. Up and in. 3-0 now. Again, thank you to Johnston Communications for getting the equipment so we could stream. Thank you to Western Iowa Networks for the great internet now. Didn't realize we had it turned down so low. That's going to miss outside, and that's going to be a walk. We had about as low as you go, the minimum here at the stadium. Came down to some testing and found out what the problem was, and once we did, we asked them why we had it turned so low. They told us it was our decision, which nobody seemed to know about, so they cranked her up, and we're good to go. You can catch us on Periscope, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube channel Cat 6 out of Carroll, and also you can watch it on Dish Network under Communities Channel, Carroll Merchants. That's going to miss low. Ball 1 on the cleanup hitter, Jamie Young. He flew out to short last time up. Nobody out, runners at first and second. 5-0, the lead by Fort Dodge. Detterman looks long. Check the runner at second, pitch on the way now. That's in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. We're just use a little tailor-made double play here. Detterman checks the runner again at second base. Long look, pitch on the way. We chopped foul down the left field line. Strike 2. Probably around 600 or so here so far. Maybe a few more. Beautiful night at the ballpark. Get a chance to come on out. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out for Detterman. One-two pitch on the way. There's a high fly ball. It's going to get out to center field. Underneath that one is Catan. He's going to make the play. So 1 out now. It's going to hold the runners. That'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Peyton Krugler. He had an RBI walk in the first inning, and he scored on the grand slam. Hey, one of my favorite gals is here, Marissa Oswald. She's up at UNI. Hopefully she'll come over and see us here in a little bit. No balls, no strikes, 1 out here. 4 for Dodge. Runners at first and second. Detterman pitch on the way. This is high ball. A lot of familiar faces here at the ballpark. Got our crew right down here below me to the right. We'll have to get them on one of these days when they do their cowbells. Maybe we'll get a camera down back at the crowd so you can see them. They like to ring them when they got plays going on. 1 ball, no strikes. There's going to be a shot. Third base just outside the reach of Fay. And that'll load the bases. So bases loaded. That'll bring up Jimenez. Jimenez with the grand slam last time up. So it's twice now he's gotten up here with bases loaded. And coach is going to take that long walk out. So it looks like we're going to make a pitching change. We're going to take a quick change with him. See if we can't get a commercial up here for you folks. Sorry, hold on. Be bear with me. We'll be back after these messages.
Corn. It's in every Iowa stereotype. But what most people don't realize is that not all corn is the same. Less than 1% of corn grown in Iowa is world-class, delicious Iowa sweet corn. It makes any meal at home taste better. But this miracle plant can do a whole lot more. And for that, you need field corn. Iowa farmers plant more than 13 million acres of corn, and 99% of it is field corn, also known as dent corn. Field corn is far more productive than garden variety sweet corn. It goes to feed livestock, make ethanol, plastics, medicines, or one of the thousands of other daily uses. In fact, it's one of the most useful plants in existence and is crucial as we step away from petroleum. But field corn is not known for its appeal to human taste buds. To prove this point, I'm going to eat both. First up, sweet corn. Yeah, it's so freaking good. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, field corn, which we boiled to give me a chance at this. It's really hard. That's not good. To sum up, sweet corn is rare and delicious. Field corn is abundant and important, but only tastes good if you have the sophisticated palate of a Holstein. Get more info about all corn at iowacorn.org. Somebody get me some more of this sweet corn.
Welcome back, and it's going to be our newest player, number 26, Deshaun Welch, and he is from Indianola, so he has just joined the team. So coach going right into the bench quickly with young product out of Indianola. So we have not seen him yet. He's new to the club. Didn't even make the roster yet, so that's how new he is. So we welcome him in, and hopefully he gets rolling. Runners now, bases loaded. Pitch on the way, misses outside, ball one. Jimenez, last time up, he hit the grand slam. 5-0 Merchants trail. One ball, no strikes. Pitch on the way, misses high and outside, ball two. Detterman gave up 6 walks on no strikeouts. We'll get the rest of his totals here in a minute. Gave up 4 hits. And he's responsible for everybody on base so far. Pitch on the way. That's in there for strike one. 2-1 now, 1 out, bases loaded. Newest member, Hughes. Sean Hughes. Curveball's in there for strike two. 2-2 now. Sean Hughes gets the count tied up at 2-2, 1 out. Top of the second, pitch on the way. That's in the dirt, full count. Bases loaded, nowhere to go. 1 out. Again, beautiful night here at the ballpark. 500 so far here at the ballpark. Boy, they must be spread out. Look heavier than that. That's great. 500 people here. Pitch on the way. Ooh, missed low. He's going to walk him. So an RBI walk. And the Merchants trail 6-0 now. And that'll bring up the center field. America Luis. He flew out to first base in the first inning. 6-0 now. Fort Dodge lead. Pitch on the way. Foul back here. Strike one. The gentleman down here has got his fingers through the netting. Hopefully he moves back a little bit. That is going to hurt if that foul ball hits those fingers. Beautiful stadium here if you haven't had a chance to see it. Newly remodeled. It's been here for a long time and came in here a couple years ago and gutted it and redid it. It's beautiful. That's in there for strike two. Curveball. 1 out. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. 6-0 is the lead for the Gibson Miners. And they're new to the league this year. First time we've seen them. Pitch on the way. Ooh, just misses low, ball one. Fairly tight strike zone here tonight. Consistent, but tight. So have to have a little chat with the umpire, let him understand that when we have a setting in the game, that means we want to get going a little quicker. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's a curveball, got him swinging. So Hughes gets a strikeout. 2 outs now, and that'll bring up the catcher, Norwegian.
Now batting.
Eddie Norgen is the catcher. Last time up, he walked
Number 24.
and was stranded at first base.
Naguaro.
Naguaro digs in. Pitch on the way. Ooh, boy, that looked good. Missed high, I guess. Ball one. It is a tight zone tonight. Still people filing in. We have 500 or so here tonight. Pitch on the way. That one's going to get away from the catcher. So that's going to be an E2. So that'll be an error on the catcher in the pass ball. And that'll advance the runners down to second and third. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 now. Runners at second and third base. 7-0 Merchant lead. Pitch on the way. That one's going to get just foul down the right field line. Strike 2. So all the runs are going to be tagged to Detterman. You're left with bases loaded. 2 outs, 2-2. Hughes looks in. Here's your pitch. That's going to miss low. Stopped that time by Berg. Nice job stopping that one. Full count now on the catcher. Guerra. And he gets him looking. So he gets out of the jam. They're going to give up 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error.
2 men left.
And they're going to leave 2 left.
4 after an inning and a half.
It is 7-0 Merchants Trail back after these messages.
Most Iowans grow corn. It's in every Iowa stereotype. But what most people don't realize is that...
To thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019, Commercial Savings Bank, Drees Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications. 19 merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth. Welcome back to Merchants Baseball here on our streaming service. Glad you're with us tonight. Glad we're making it work for you. We've had some issues, but hopefully with the help of Western Iowa Networks, we've got everything resolved. So picture quality looks good tonight. Just going to jump on just to make sure. 7-0 Merchants Trail. Sorry, folks, I'm not going to be able to change the scoreboard tonight. I am not smart enough to figure out how to fix this on the fly. Had a lot of troubles here tonight. Soundboard went out on us right before the game, so we had to hurry up and find a new soundboard. And, of course, the cameras didn't want to work, so we've been fighting a lot of stuff tonight. So we're just going to kind of go with what we have. I'll try to keep you updated, but thanks to the folks at Johnston Communications for the custom scoreboard they put on here for us. And also thank you to Western Iowa Networks for the internet. If you get a chance, thank those folks for all their help. You can find Johnston Communications. They're next to Verizon Select Wireless on Highway 71 North, just down the street from Roselle Mutual where I'm at. And also you can find Western Iowa Networks right there on Highway 30, downtown Carroll. It's going to bring up Brendan Larkin. Foul that first one off to the left, strike 1. Merchants Trail, 7-0. I'd like to thank some of our other sponsors. Templeton Savings Bank, Slate Wealth Management, Computer Concepts of Iowa, Court Street LLC. Boy, that poor kid's gotten hit again. I don't know how many times he's been hit. I'm going to get, I think I've seen him hit 5 or 6 times already this year. He's really not that tight to the plate either, just getting hit. Lens Insurance and Real Estate, Litterdale Catering, Carroll Glass, Market on 30, Commercial Savings Bank, Drees Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Trucking, Roselle Mutual Insurance, and Johnston Communication. Thank you to all those folks that help us with the program sponsorship. So, runner at first base is Larkin, and that's going to bring up Frederick Reynolds. Frederick was here last year, if that name rings a bell, but he also, his brother was here last year. So, Again, we want to thank them for coming back to the Merchants. Pitch on the way. That's going to miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Merchants trail 7-0. Prado, the pitcher for the Merchants. Pitch on the way. It's going to curve it in there for strike 2. A little bit of activity going on down in the Merchants bullpen, warming up just ever so slightly. One ball, 2 strikes to Reynolds. He's going to pop one out of play, so we'll reset. Again, 500 so far here tonight. People are still filing in. Not too bad for a weeknight game. Again, thank you to the Ag Night sponsors. Again, it was free admission here tonight, so if you still have a chance to get down here, if you get a chance to come, please do. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's going to miss outside. 2-2. Tonight's sponsor for Ag Night was Carroll County Cattlemen's Association, the Carroll County Farm Bureau, Iowa Soybean Association, and the Iowa Corn Grower Association of Carroll County. Thank you to them. 2-2 now on Reynolds. Pitch on the way. It's going to be in there for strike 3 looking. Guys have been arguing, but that one looked like it was down the plate. And that'll bring up Tate Johnson, the shortstop. 1 out now. And the leadoff runner, Brendan Larkin, still at first base. So left-hander steps in here, Tate Johnson. Long look in, pitch on the way. He's going to hit it out to left field. It's got a chance to get down. It does. That's going to advance the runner to third. Oh, Larkin's going to hold up on the great throw out of right field. So base hit. Put runners at first and second. 1 out, and that's going to bring up Chase Cortan. Chase, our center fielder.
Now batting, center field, number 15, Chase Cortan.
So Chase Cortan's up. Number 8 hitter. Reese Snyder on deck. 1 out, runners at first and second now. Merchants got a little something going, down 7-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Long look at second base, pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Still a nice crowd here. So we got some of the Merchant brass sitting down to our left. John Perrin, Chris Whitaker. Looks like Mr. Allen down there as well. Enjoying the game. They do a lot of work pregame. It's going to miss high, ball 1. John Perrin's down here at least 2 hours before the game, setting up tents in the beer garden and getting everything set in the programs, and just does a great job. The rest of the guys are there helping as well, so thank you to them. Every home game. That was going to miss inside, ball 2. 2-1 now. Do a great job getting this game day experience, and that's what they're after, is a really nice game day experience for everybody. They do a great job at that. Everybody here should have fun. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Pitch on the way. It's going to be popped back here towards us, but I don't think the catcher. Oh, diving play by the catcher, not in time. Good effort. First baseman getting a little static laughing. 2-2 now. On Cortan. Again, it's Ag Night here at the park. Plenty of time to get out here. Yeah, beautiful night at the ballpark. 2-2. Seven nothing Merchants trail here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. I'm sorry, I'm not able to correct it on the screen. We will I'll get a refresher course from the folks at Johnson Communications. We'll get that fixed for you. Sorry. 2-2, 1 out. Pitch on the way. You got. We're back here Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon. It's gonna miss inside. 3-2. Saturday afternoon, you're gonna get the Hall of Famer. That will be Jeff Blankman from the Carroll radio station. Will be doing the game for you. It'll be streamed on all of these as well as the radio station. We'll probably just run the radio station commercials here. So you have a live video all night. Here's your pitch. That's going to miss low. He's going to walk him. So bases loaded now for the Merchants. And that'll bring up the top of the order. Oh, I'm sorry. It'll bring up the ninth hitter, Reese Snyder, second baseman. It's going to be a busy weekend here at the ballpark. Merchants will be in here Saturday. Also, the softball diamonds out in right field. It'll be the Bud Open, so it'll be slow pitch here as well. So a lot of activity. It'll be full parking lot. A lot of fun Saturday afternoon here. No balls, no strikes. To Reese Snyder. Faces loaded. 1 out. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 out. Bases loaded for our second baseman. See his dad, the Kemper Catholic High School baseball coach, down right field line here a little while ago. Pitch on the way. There's going to be a base hit up to center field. That'll score 1, and that'll advance the runners on the base hit. So keep the train moving, says Reese. He gets an RBI. And that'll bring the top of the order up now. Mike Wallace. Wallace walked last time, was stranded at first. 1 out, bases loaded still. That was neat. Andrew Fay walked up. There's a little girl sitting by the screen. Did a little fist bump with her. Of course, it's one of our favorites. She's in here with her Merchant cheerleading uniform on. So Mike Wallace is up. 7-1 now, Merchants trail. 1 out, bases loaded. Wind's picked up now a little bit right to left. That was inside. Snap back to first, not in time. Ball 1. Snap back to third, I'm sorry. Johnson back, plenty of time there. Bases loaded now for Wallace. As you look in, it's blowing pretty good now from right to left. Pitch on the way. So we're in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got activity again back down in the Merchants bullpen. Try to get a number. Can't see, we got a light pole there with a bunch of netting. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Wallace now looks at ball 2. Carroll County cattlemen came in the house. They must be done grilling. They got their adult beverages in their hand. I was giving them static. They looked a little naked not having that when they're grilling, but seem to have found it now. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. They do a great job. Be with them all day tomorrow. They have a golf outing set for Burita, so we'll be up there sitting on a hole with them. Be a fun night. They'll be grilling steaks. Pitch on the way. There's going to be a shot out center field. Play is made. Throw to home is going to be cut off. So an RBI sacrifice. And that will score a run. So 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Andrew Fay. Merchants trail on 7-2. Keep chipping away at this thing. Fay last time flew out to left field. So runners now at first and third. Good job of tagging up with Corton. Snyder stays at first base. He's got speed, so look for him. Maybe take a chance at stealing. 2 outs. Fay digs in from the left side. He's got speed too. Pitch on the way. This is outside. Ball 1. A lot of youngsters around here with their gloves. They're getting $1 a ball to bring those balls back. Man, oh man. Whatever happened to the lollipop thing? 10 cents on a lolly. Man, that was a good deal. Now they're getting $1. Buy a couple pops of that. Pitch on the way. Shows bunt. Pulls back. Snyder's going to steal. Throw down is going to be in plenty of time. No, they're going to miss the tag. They're going to miss that tag, so Snyder's going to be down there with the stolen base. Boy, they had him plenty of time. Just missed that tag. That's a good arm by the second baseman. Oh, Donnie here. He manages the league. He's handing out beer tickets to all the regulars. Good for Donnie. 7-2. Now Merchants threatening with runners at second and third. 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's going to miss inside. Ball 2. 2-1. Again, we'll have the All-Star game here. Part of the Carroll 150th celebration. That'll be a Sunday game. Try to get as much for that as we can. Might even see if we can't at least turn the stuff on for the combine and stuff like that. Pitch on the way. There's going to be a grounder to first base. And that'll be 3 unassisted, but not before the Merchants put up some runs. They're going to get 2. 2 runs on 1, 2. 2 hits. No errors, and they're going to leave 2. So Merchants are going to trail 7-2. We'll be back after these messages. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bloomers Bar and Grill. Echo Electronics. Roman Stephenson Son Construction. Gretaman Associates Insurance and Real Estate. Region 12 Council of Governments. Windstar Lines. Pro Auto. United Bank of Iowa. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Anytime Fitness. Computer Concepts of Iowa. Court Street, LLC. Lens Insurance and Real Estate. Litterdale Country Store. Carroll Glass. Market on 30. Merchant Park Concessions. Well, cute little moment out there. It must be about a 2 or 3-year-old little girl by the name of Keely, which matches my daughter's name. Threw it through the glove of the Culver's ice cream cone, so she's going to get herself a free ice cream cone. And then her brother gave her a big hug. So fun times at the ballpark here. So the shortstop will be up for the Gypsum Miners, Nate Dolman. He walked the first time up and was stranded at first base. And we'll still have Hughes pitching here. 7-2 Merchants trail. That's going to be in there for strike 1. Snyders are in the house walking around. Thought I saw the Bergs earlier. A lot of local flavor here tonight. We'll miss outside. Ball 1 ball, 1 strike. This team's got a lot of local kids on it. We like to have that too. We like you kids that travel in, but it's always fun to see these kids after they get away from us a little bit and come back. Going to miss a low ball, 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. We do a lot of broadcasting of these local guys, so kind of lose track of them when they get away to college. So when they sneak back here and play a little ball, it's fun to see them develop and how they're doing. Keep in touch with them. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Pitch on the way. It's going to be in there for a strike. 2-2. It might be getting a little bit looser. It was pretty tight there in the first couple innings. That one's going to miss outside and low. 3-2 now. On the number 9 hitter, Nate Dolman. Sean Hughes, pitch on the way. That's going to be foul tip back here. Reset. Cowbells down here to the right. Hopefully they be able to get those going. They like to do it when the Merchants start rolling, so hopefully they get going. Here's your 3-2 pitch. Foul back again. Reset. If you haven't been out, get out here and see it. It is a beautiful ballpark, historic Merchants Park. 3-2 pitch. That's going to be chopped foul again. Spoiled another one. Scotty Parcher is the maintenance gentleman on this field, does a great job. I was down here. We were testing on Tuesday. He was out working on it. He had a edger going around home plate. He probably worked 3 hours on just around the mound itself. And there's going to be a walk, and that pitch was high. I bet he worked 3 hours just on the mound itself before he started mowing. This field's in great condition. It's got 3 teams playing on it, the Carroll High Tigers, the Kemper Knights, and the Merchants. So it has a game on it just about every night. So he's out here manicuring this thing. They give him a lesson on how to rake everything and how to take care of everything. So it's their job to take care of it after the game's over. Foul back, strike one. Again, Sky takes a lot of pride in this, and we do too. What a beautiful diamond it is. No balls, 1 strike, nobody out for the 3rd inning in a row. Fort Dodge has the leadoff man on. Throw over, not in time, but close. No balls, 1 strike here on the leadoff man, Derek Kay. Hughes looks in, pitch on the way. We foul tip, strike 2. Hopefully you hear the cowbells. They take a lot of pride in those. Said they're going to get a big one. There's another throw over. Keeping the runner at check. Sean Hughes comes to us from Indianola. Glad he showed up. Welcome to the ball club, young man. Here's your pitch. There's a high fly ball. Short center. Going back. Nobody's going to take that one. We had the shortstop going back. So Johnson was out there. Snyder was over, and Corton came in. And I don't know if Corton could see it very well. And everybody kind of called off the last minute. And he's going to be on with a double. So he's on with a single since nobody touched that. And that's going to advance the runner down to second base, and that's going to bring up Jose Guillen Jr. He was on with a walk and scored, and he had a double and scored. Pitch on the way. That's going to miss low, ball 1. Runners at first and second now, nobody out. Merchants have been playing real good baseball. Struggling tonight. They've given up 7 runs so far on 6 hits. Pitch on the way. Slow. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Some real bright out in right field right now. Pitch on the way. It's going to miss low, 3-0. Runners at first and second, 7-2. Fort Dodge lead here. Going 7 innings tonight. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Go 7 during the week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we go 9. Sunday games usually an afternoon game, so that's a great time to come out and park with some youngsters. 3-0 now. Hughes pitch. That's in there for strike 1. Taken all the way. Again, thank you to Johnson Communications. They're helping us out with the Sling Studio. If you're watching on, you can watch on your Dish Network. Search Communities. There's swing and a miss, strike 2. On the Dish Communities, search Carroll Merchants. And you can watch it there right on your Dish Network. Or you can catch it on YouTube. Search Carroll Merchants, a couple different ways there. And then also on CATV. Carroll Area Access, CAATV Channel 6. They're putting it on there as well. So a lot of different ways. You can catch Carroll Merchants 7 on Twitter. And of course on our Facebook page. And on YouTube on the Carroll Merchants. 3-2. Nobody out here. Pitch on the way. That's going to be hit in the gap. Snyder is not able to dig that one up. That's going to score 1 run. Runner's going to hold at third base. So an RBI single. And runner's going to advance down to third.
Now batting.
8-2 is the lead right now for Fort Dodge. And that'll bring up Devin Porter. Devin, the DH, walked and scored in the first, and then he walked and scored again in the second on an error. Hughes looks in with runners at first and third. Pitch on the way. It's outside and low, ball 1. So runners at first and third. Thrower to first, not in time. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. Top of the third inning, 8-2 Fort Dodge lead. Pitch on the way. It's high and outside, ball 2. Do have somebody up and throwing. Can't see who that is down in the Merchants bullpen. Looks like number 25. See if I can get that for you. I lost my program. Oh, here it is. Sorry. That'll be Joey Hudson, right-handed pitcher. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. It's 2-1 now. Pitch on the way, and that's going to be low. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. No outs. Top of the third. Coach looking down, making sure that everybody's warmed up. They're still throwing. Pitch on the way. That's going to miss. Ball 4. So base is now loaded. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Jamie Young. He flew out in the first to short and then flew out to the center fielder in the second.
Now batting. Number 26. First baseman, Jaime Young.
So nobody out here, bases loaded, pitch on the way. It's going to be miss low, ball 1. Maybe he's going to get that curveball in there for a strike, but they're not going to call it. Wallace, Cortan, and Supple, out and right. Pitch on the way. High fly ball. Berg's coming in after it, and he's not going to make the play. Usually the third baseman's going to make that one. Berg was coming out. Difficult play there. That's going to be a strike. Not sure why Berg was the one taking that one, but and just silly things. That's going to be enough to get Coach to come out and have a little chat with the boys here.
Now batting. The right fielder, number 8.
A lot of times they get the pitcher out of the way, but third baseman, I'm not sure he caught it. Berg saw it all the way, but he's running towards third base about halfway up the line and wasn't able to make that play. One ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. 8-2 Fort Dodge lead. And Carroll just hasn't looked like themselves tonight. Struggled on pitching and just haven't gotten into rhythm. They got 5 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. Merchants, nothing in the first, 2 in the second. 8-2 Fort Dodge lead. Carroll's going to be disappointed right now in their play. They usually play a lot better than this, so hopefully they get things rolling here. They had the day off. Got a rain out the other day. Day off yesterday. Pitch on the way. So miss low, ball 2. Looks like everybody's ready and warmed up out of the bullpens. See what Coach does here. 1 ball. Or 2 balls, 1 strike. going to miss low. 3-1. Base is loaded. There's nowhere to go with this guy. He's going to have to throw a strike. Hudson looks like he's ready to go there in the bullpen. Umpire takes his time, cleaned off the plate. Give her a chance to reset here. Full count, pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike. Now it's full count. Three-two, 1 out. Pitch on the way. There's a high fly ball to center field, deep. Chasing after it. Cortanes makes the catch. Throw is going to be coming in. They're going to hold the runners at first and third on the sacrifice. Tagging up was Kay, so he's going to score. Runner from second is also going to advance, and that's Guillen Jr. So runners at first and third, 2 out, and that's going to bring up Krugler. Krugler walked, had an RBI walk in the first inning and scored. And then he had a sacrifice, or hit a base hit in the third inning, second inning. That's in the first strike. So in the second inning, he had a base hit, got to third, was stranded there. 9-2 the lead so far. 2 outs. Long walk around the mound for Hughes. Now he looks in, pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here for Hughes. Bottom or top of the third inning. 9-2 Gypsum Miners lead. Here's your pitch. There's foul back. Oh, fouled up. Going after it is Larkin. It's going to be just out of his reach. Right fielder playing in was not able to make that play. There's a lot of room here in the foul territory. So we're going to reset with no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, thank you to Johnson Communications for providing us with the streaming equipment, and Western Iowa Networks for this great internet we have here now. It's flying through. We're not going to have any problems here anymore. Thank them for taking care of the issues. We had everything cranked down to the minimum, so we got it cranked up now. It's going to bounce in there for ball 1. You need the internet. Contact them. They have what you need. Also cell phone, television, TV, Western Iowa Networks. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 9-2 Gypsum Minor lead. Pitch on the way, runner goes, and it's going to get all the way to the backstop on the wild pitch. Plate to plate is going to be in time. So a 2-1 put out here to end the inning. And that's going to do it for the Gypsum Miners, but not before they do some damage. They're going to get 2 more runs on 2 hits. They're going to leave 2 on. So after 3.5, or 2.5, we trail 9-2 back after these. These great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Commercial Savings Bank, Drees Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications. We would like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton LLP. Giant Seeds. Piranha Club. Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Platinum Fitness. Templeton Savings Bank. State Wealth Management. Welcome back to Merchants, and one of the neat things we get to do here is they announce the parents that are here tonight, and the Fays were here, so they made it in to see their son play, and then also the Hughes are here watching their son pitch. So up for the Merchants will be Supple, Berg, and Larkin. Supple struck out looking in the first inning. 9-2 Merchants trail. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Playing 7 tonight, not the original 9. Weekday games are only 7. We like that, though. Pitch on the way. There's a hard hit ball. That's going to be a base hit out to left. Oh, he's got it to the gap all the way to the wall. He's looking for 2. Should get that with a stand-up double. So the Merchants are in business here in the third inning. They're going to start out with a stand-up double by Supple. And that's going to bring up Benny and the Jess and Berg. He was thrown out by the pitcher to first base in the first. Been one of the kids from Carroll, so we like to have a lot of fun with him. Go down and give him static. He's always smiling when we come walking up, knowing it's coming. Nobody out. Runner at second base. Berg looks at ball 1 outside. And we have fun with a lot of the kids. Go down there and just try to at least harass them a little bit, especially those kids that aren't from the Midwest. Been beautiful here. We have no humidity, so we'll get that cranked up for them here in a little bit. And that one's going to be this ball too. Of course, we're way behind here. Usually by the 4th of July, we'll be looking at some sweet corn, but we're going to be looking probably mid to late July at the earliest. So some of these kids aren't going to get to enjoy the season we normally get, but hopefully they can enjoy some of it. 2-0 now. Nobody out on Berg. Pitch on the way. It's going to miss low. 3-0. Prado's the pitcher for the Fort Dodge Gypsum Miners. And they're new to the league this year. 3-0. Berg's looking in. He takes strike 1. Taken all the way. Also like to thank Tyler Bruni. Tyler does all the streaming for the away game, so thank you to him. He's done yeoman's work traveling with the team. Pitch on the way now. It's going to miss low, and they're going to walk him. So it's going to bring up Brandon Larkin. He has been hit by pitch 5 or 6 times at home alone. So he's going to step in here after being hit in the second and scoring. Big boy. I don't know why everybody keeps plunking him. He's got a gentle disposition, but I don't think I'd want to hit him too many more times. He might lose it. Nobody out here, trailing 9-2. Merchants got something going with runners at first and second. Larkin looks in. Takes a big cut. Strike 1. He was going to take a big cut into that lead that time. Tried to get us to 9-5, but missed that one. No balls, 1 strike. Rex remind me he's so much better than his brother who coached here. Ooh, they got Berg off at first base. Berg going a little bit too far. And he's a 2-3 put out at first base. Had a great secondary lead, and this catcher has a good arm, and he snapped her back quickly and caught Berg looking. First out then. Runner still at second base is Larkin. One ball, 2 strikes. There's a high fly ball. Second and short calling on that one. It's going to be taken by the shortstop for the second out, and that's going to bring up Frederick Reynolds. Boy, just a pickoff play really takes the steam out of the crowd. Was just starting to get rolling. They were ringing the cowbells, and really took the steam out of him. But Frederick Reynolds could do it here. Base hit should score a run. Let's keep cutting in here. Reynolds looked out. He's a DH. He struck out looking in the second. Two outs now. 9-2 Merchants trail. Runner at second base with leadoff double. Here's your pitch. There's going to be a shot to first. Going to get it on a good hop, and he's going to throw him out. 3-1. So the Merchants going to go down, not before they get a hit. So they're going to get no runs on one hit, no errors. They're going to leave one. We are done with 3. Merchants trail 9-2. Back after these messages. Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Commercial Savings Bank. Drees Company. Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op. Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate. Charlie Steakhouse. Southside Lounge. Carroll Dental Associates. AAA Seeds. Barron's Construction. Roselle Mutual Insurance. Johnston Communications. Merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth. Welcome back to Ag Night here at the ballpark. The Iowa Corn Growers, Iowa Soybean Association, Iowa Pork Producers, the Iowa Cattlemen Association, and the Carroll Farm Bureau are the sponsors. Free night for tonight. They feed the world, and they also let you come to the ballpark for free. So thank these area farmers and organizations for this free night here at the ballpark. Again, we'd like to thank our program sponsors as well. Allen Distributing, Giant Sunflower Seeds, Sparky's One Stop, the Merchants Park Concessions, Culver's, Pit Stop Auto Wash, KKRL, KCIM, and KIKD, Kick FM Radio, Anytime Fitness, and Platinum Fitness. Again, catch the ball game on the radio this weekend. Jeff Blankman will have the call Saturday for you. I believe it's on 106.7 KIKD. He'll have that. We'll try to get that hooked up to the stream. We came out here and tested it. We think we got that all figured out, folks, so that you won't get that hum. And hopefully you will get to hear that broadcast of that gentleman. He is very good. A lot better than what I am.
Now pitching
So,
for the Merchants, number 25, Troy Hartzell.
So 25, Troy Hartzell pitching. Troy Hudson is your pitcher now in the fourth. So Hudson now comes in trailing 9-2. And he throws the first pitch in there for a strike. No ball, or 1 ball, 1 strike, looks like. Sorry, folks. 1 ball, 1 strike, pitch on the way. That's going to be inside, pulled foul, strike 2. So Hughes is going to give up 1 run on 2 hits. There's going to be a high fly ball out center field. Corton's underneath that for the first out. So he's going to have 1, 2. He's going to give up 2 hits.
Now batting, number 21.
He's going to walk
Miracle Louis.
2 and strike out 1. And just about inning and 2/3. So Hudson now with 1 out. Pitch on the way to Jimenez, in there for strike 1 on the big curveball. Jimenez hit the grand slam in the first, and then he got an RBI walk. Pitch on the way. And there's strike 2. So 5 RBI night, 1 swing and 1 walk. Good night for Jimenez. Hudson now looks in, pitch on the way. Got him looking. So 2 up, 2 down so far.
Now batting.
I don't, they don't have Jimenez on their roster here, so I can't really tell you where he's from. But that'll bring up Americo Luis. Oh, nope, they're going to sub out here. 24. Give me a second, I'll get that for you. That's going to be in there for strike 1. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm off on the book. Sorry, folks. So Naguaro is up. That one's in there for a ball, so 1 ball, 1 strike. All right, 2 outs now. Pitch on the way. That's going to be in there for a strike. Two and 1, 2 outs. Hudson coming in, throwing bullets. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Pitch on the way. It's going to miss inside for ball 2. 2 and 2 now. Looks like we got another Merchant player warming their arms up with the band, so not sure how long Hudson's going to go. Pitch on the way. Curveball's going to miss, and he's going to walk him. And that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Nate Dolman.
Now batting. The shortstop, number 4, Nate Dolman.
Dolman tonight walked in the first, and he walked again in the third and scored. 9-2 Merchants trail here. Top of the 4th inning. Long look in. Hudson looks again, throws. Ooh, that's in there for a ball. Boy, that looked good. That's been just a little bit high. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, pitch on the way. There's a high fly ball going out as Reese Snyder from second. Drifts underneath it. Looks like he may have it, and he does. So Reese Snyder able to end the threat, not before they get guy on. So they're going to get no runs on no hits, no errors. They're going to leave one. We're headed to the bottom. 9-2 Merchants trail. We're back after these messages. The 2019 Merchant corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, Ike Allen Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Anytime Fitness, Computer Concepts of Iowa, Court Street LLC, Lens Insurance and Real Estate, Litterdale Country Store, Carroll Glass, Market on 30, Merchant Park Concessions. Welcome back to Merchants Baseball. Jeff Honnold here with you. We are in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Merchants trail 9-2. Merchants are going to bring up 7, 8, and 9. That'll be Trent Johnson, Cortan and Snyder. So 7, 8, and 9. We got a base hit and a walk and a base hit out of them last time. We need to string some hits together here. We got to start that train moving. We're only going to go 7, so not a lot of time to make up 7 runs. Stick around after the game. Coach will come up. We'll get some interviews here. We'll get some cameras turned around and have some fun with the guys. Coach usually picks a couple guys to come up after the game, and he'll come up and graciously interview with us. Thank him for all that he does when he does those. I know it's not easy, but graciously comes up each time. So Johnson was base hit and scored in the second inning. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. Again, beautiful night here at Merchants Park. Jeff Honnold here with you. Glad you can watch. Miss outside. Ball 2. That's going to miss inside. Ball 3, 3-0. Again, thank you to Johnson Communications and Western Iowa Networks for giving us the stream capabilities here. Playing with a 2-camera setup. It's going to be in there for strike 1, 3-1. We have the capability of doing 3 cameras, but we need to figure out how to make the scoreboard change before we do that. Pitch on the way now, 3-1. There's going to be a hit to first base. He's going to snag that one up and make the play. Tossing over to the pitcher in time, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, and we ground out to first. It's 9-2. We trail. And that's going to bring up number 8 batter, Chase Cortan. He is our center fielder. He walked and got to third last time up. Pitch on the way. Taken high, ball 1. Again, thanks to all the area ag people that took care of tonight's ball game for us. Pitch on the way. So we bouncer over center. Hits at second base, snagged by the shortstop, and airmailed. But it's going to come off the fence, and that's going to be... Nope, it was playable, so it's just going to be a base hit. Checking to see if that went in the dugout or was interference at all, but nothing there. So base hit, and that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Reese Snyder. Reese last time had an RBI single in the second inning. 1 out now, Merchants trail 9-2. Thank you to our program sponsors. We'll go through that list here a little bit. Pit throw over, not in time. Bloomer Sports Bar and Grill, Serendipity Acting Studio, Carroll Coolers, Echo Electric, Roman Steffes and Sons, Grettemans Associates and Real Estate. Throw over again, not in time. Region 12 Council of Governments, WinStar, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa, Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton, LLP, the Piranha Club, Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Here's your pitch. It's going to be in there for strike 1. Templeton Savings Bank, Slate Wealth Management, Computer Concepts of Iowa, Court Street, LLC, Lens Insurance and Real Estate, Litterdale Catering, Carroll Glass, Market on 30, swing and a miss, strike 2 on Snyder. Commercial Savings Bank, Drees Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Cooperative, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Trucking, Roselle Mutual Insurance, and Johnston Communications. Again, thank you to all those folks for helping out so we can do these broadcasts. They're over again, not in time. No balls, 2 strikes on Snyder, 1 out. The lefty digs in. Long look over to first, pitch on the way. It's going to miss. Ball 1. Again, the great sponsors for Ag Night tonight. Carroll County Cattlemen's. The pork producers, Carroll Pork Producers. So miss slow ball too. The Iowa Corn Growers, the Iowa Soybean Council, and Carroll County Farm Bureau. Thank you to all those folks. Free night. They paid for everybody to get in here, so what a great thing they did there. If you're anywhere listening in our listening area here, you can come out Monday, and they're going to have practice with the Merchants. It just costs you a donation to the food pantry to get in. Pitch on the way now. It's going to be a shot into left field. Base hit by Snyder, so he's 2 for 2 for the night. And that'll advance the runner down to second base with 1 out. And that's going to bring the top of the order, Mike Wallace. 1 out now. Merchants got something going. Need to keep the train alive. Mike Wallace. Wallace walked in the first, and then he had a sacrifice RBI. Hit it out to deep center field to score a run in the second. Flag just slightly blowing now out in center field. Probably about 70 degrees. Very little wind, no humidity at all, which is odd for June for us. So beautiful night to be out here. Thank you for listening. Pitch on the way. That's in there for strike 1. Okay, great kid atmosphere here tonight. Got lots of them out here. Quiet out there in right field over by the batting cages, though. Usually there's a lot of games going on there. Everybody's kind of sitting in the stands watching here. 9-2, Merchants trail. Pitch on the way. Outside. Ball 1. Usually there's lots of neat games going down there. We had a young kid on here. Hopefully we'll get him on one of these days, and he'll explain all the games that are going on down there. A little play-by-play action for us. 1 ball, 1 strike. He'll also rip me apart. Youngster has a sharp tongue. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a little flare out to right field. It's going to get down for a base hit, and that'll load the bases. So Wallace now with the base hit. And the train just keeps moving. String those hits together. You want those crooked numbers, and we're doing it right now. Bases loaded, 1 out. That'll bring up Andrew Fay. His parents are here watching him. He flew out in the first inning to left field. And then he hit sharp grounder to first place. It was taken by the first baseman in second. Bases loaded now. Base hit scores 2 and gets us back in this thing, trailing 9-2. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, going 7. Sun just going down here a little bit. Pitch on the way. Miss ball 1. Starts to be able to see the scoreboard again, so beautiful night. 8:20, so we're just now getting shade over the mound and at home plate. 1-0 pitch on the way. So we hit sharp down first base. They're going to call foul ball. Boy, that was close. Real close. Couldn't tell, folks. Looked like it might have caught the base. Not positive on that one, but just missed by inches. That would have definitely gone down into the corner, scored 2, maybe 3 on that one. As it is, it's just a long strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded here for Fay. Lefty sits in now. Pitch on the way. It's going to miss inside. 2-1. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Thank you for watching and listening. Pitch on the way. So miss low, 3-1. Hopefully we got all our issues fixed. Everything looks great now. Sounds like things sound good. Good, as good as it can be. You have to listen to me. Sorry, folks. We'll get the smooth tones of Jeff Blankman on for you on Saturday. You'll enjoy him. See if we can't find somebody to stumble in and do a little color for him, too. 3-1 now, 1 out. Bases loaded. Pitch on the way. It's going to be a chopper foul by Fay. That'll be a full count. Thursday night's men's night out at the golf course, so have a couple guys out there playing. Another gentleman had to work. Another one took his daughter to college on orientation. So just have me. Lucky it's only 7. Full count, 1 out, bases loaded. Pitch on the way. So we chop back up the middle. Has to be taken by the second baseman, but that's all he's going to get, so it's going to be an RBI sacrifice. On a 4 unassisted play. And the Merchants have runners now at second and third. Oh. Actually, they're going to call him safe. They're going to say he missed the base. So that'll be a base hit. That'll be a base hit. Didn't get over in time. So bases loaded. 1 run in. So he didn't get the force out. So that'll be bases loaded again. Coach took a long walk out there to the mound. So 9-3 now, Merchants trail. Sorry, folks, I just assumed he got there in time, but good job of running by Wallace. He beat out the play, beat the second baseman to the base. They called him safe. Coach is going to have a little chat with him just to double check with the umpire, but he was safe, so safe all around. They're going to give him a base hit on that. He just outran it on that fielder's choice. He was in safe. So bases loaded, 1 out, and that's going to bring up number 3 hitter, Nick Supple. He struck out looking in the first inning, then he hit a double, leadoff double in the second. 1 out. The Gypsum Miners came out and did their damage in the first. They got an RBI walk and then a home run, grand slam, score 5 in the first. They got 2 in the second, 2 in the third. For your Merchants, they've gotten 2 in the second and 1 from the fourth. Pitch on the way. We foul back the screen. Ball 1. And we're going to grab the headset here. We got a nice guest. She's kind of brave, though, to come see me. Here we go. We'll get her turned on. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, we're good. We got to get you turned on here. We don't have you working. Let me get you cranked up here. Get the microphone close. Try it again.
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I don't know how I am. I can't get you working. That's going to miss. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Let's see what we got going on here. I had you working earlier. Test that out for me.
I'm good. How are you?
There we got you working. Yeah. So, oh, there's a pitch on the way. That's going to miss. Ball 2. So, what's your name?
My name is Janelle Kraft.
Hi, Janelle. Janelle and I grew up together. I like to tease her a little. She's a lot younger than me.
And a lot better looking, too,
Well,
I would
that's
say.
kind of an understatement. I mean, really, if you don't chase dogs away, you're better than me. 2-1 now, pitch on the way. There's a long fly ball all the way out there. It get out, and he got it to the fence. That's going to be a ground rule double. So back-to-back doubles by Supple. And we are in business. He's going to get 2 RBI on that one. So that'll advance the runner to third. So we'll have runners at second and third on the double. So you're with the Iowa Corn Growers.
Yes, I've been with the Corn Growers for almost 12 years now.
You're not that old. You can't be.
I know. I started when I was 2.
Yep. I would agree with that. I was working for my last company for 25, and I'm still trying to figure out how that happened.
Yeah,
I've almost been married 20. That's really scary.
Oh, gosh. God bless your wife.
Yeah, and she is, sweetheart.
She is.
Yeah, people remind me of that a lot. Ben Berg up now. Benny last time, he walked, and then he was thrown out at first base. So what a great event here. It's Corn Growers and it's Ag Night. How'd you all get this started?
Well, actually, one of my growers decided that it was time for us to get together, and I couldn't agree more to try to promote agriculture and come together as 4 commodity organizations, livestock organizations, to really make agriculture stronger in Carroll County. So we wanted to test it out here at the Merchants, and it was just an absolutely gorgeous night for Ag Night at the Merchants.
1 ball, no strikes. That's going to miss outside, 2-0. Boy, you got a trailer, and I was giving you static. You parked that thing right in the front gate. I mean, you could have saw that thing. We could have parked it clear out by the swimming pool and probably still saw it. But what a neat trailer and neat activities you have in there.
We really wanted to make sure everybody saw it when they came in, so what better place to park? But yes,
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
really great trailer. It's consumer focused, but it's also member focused. So if you're not familiar with agriculture, you can take a tour of that trailer and understand what our corn farmers are doing. And if you are a farmer, it's important for them to know how we're spending their checkoff dollars. So by promoting their product. So just a great balance for consumer education and member education.
That misses 3-1. And, you know, we think about it here. We're in an ag community, so you would think everybody would understand it. But, you know, growing up in an ag family, my kids struggle a little bit with it. Being in town, not being out in the country, I don't drag them down to the farm nearly as much as they need to. They need to get a little bit of manure on them once in a while. With that, it's not going to happen. So really neat to let them see what their corn. And that one's going to be thrown way behind on a wild pitch. So
wow, Merchants are back in business.
Back in business now, 9-6. Runners at first and third with that walk by Berg, and the runner's going to advance down to third. So, you know, really neat idea. And then on top of it, you gave free admission in. Now, you were teasing me that I got free admission, but, you know, they make me come here, so I'm not paying. But really cool that you guys had a free admission in tonight.
Yeah, we, you know, you mentioned earlier, it's amazing that, you know, you should consider Carroll County and the communities within Carroll, ag communities, but the truth is that there are a lot of people that have been removed from the farm for too long, and we're kind of losing our sense of where agriculture is and how important agriculture plays in the roles of everybody's life every day. So we wanted to make this an event where we could try to get as many people in the stands as possible to help educate them.
Brandon Larkin up now for the Merchants. 9-6 Merchants trail. We are in the 5th inning. I'm sorry, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 out. If Larkin gets hit again, he may lose it. He's been hit 5 times, maybe 5, maybe 6, at home. I don't know how many on the road. That's just when I watched him. He's a big boy. I don't think I'd hit him.
Oh, no way.
You know, he's not really crowding the plate either. He just one of those guys. He takes it. He's starting to get a little more upset each time. But
how quick is he? I mean, can he charge the pitcher and get away with it?
If he charged, I think I'd run really fast. They're gonna say he went around, strike 2. We're gonna stay here during the half inning and talk a little more with Janelle. You know, cool. You had the Cattlemen's Association here. You had the Farm Bureau. Did I see the pork producers out there?
No, not the
make it.
No,
but you had the soybean check off. Yep.
Soybeans.
Soybeans were here.
So hopefully we can add on a few more of those organizations going forward. We've already talked about trying to do this again next year. So
good. It had to be fun for you to see all these people and see the eyes and lots of kids here. That's the cool part. A lot of kids came out for your event.
And a lot of adults that said they've never been here before and can't believe they've never been here before. So
yeah.
That's what it's about too, is bringing more people to these games and supporting the Merchants.
Pitch on the way, and he's going to strike out. There's Larkin for the second out, and that's going to bring up the number 6 hitter, Frederick Reynolds. Frederick so far tonight struck out looking, and then he grounded out 3-1. But, you know, as I look around, too, and there are a lot of people that I don't recognize, or maybe I recognize, but they haven't been to the ballpark. You know, of course, we got our fans down here with the right to use the cowbells. We need to get them bigger cowbells. You talk to Cattlemen's, they need to learn how to get cowbells. I mean, I wouldn't even put that on my dog, let alone be a cowbell. But
no, you know, my parents used to ring a cowbell for us to come home when it was lunchtime and dinner time. And
yes.
Those don't even compare. We need to find something else for them.
There's going to be a fly ball out to short. I think your dad threatened me with that cowbell once, if I remember right.
I'm sure you deserve
that. So Frederick is going to fly out to 5th. But we're going to stick here with Janelle in this half inning. Merchants trail 9-6. So, you know, it was neat. I didn't get a chance to stay out there. We were having issues with all of our equipment here, and pretty cool stuff. But, you know, we're able to stream this, and we're trying to bring this to them. But talk about some of the neat things you're doing outside of this with the corn growers and all the other associations.
Well, not just with the corn growers, but all the organizations. You know, we've already talked about how consumer awareness is so important. So I honestly believe that each one of these organizations is doing what they need to do to help promote agriculture, help bring awareness to agriculture. Like I mentioned earlier, agriculture touches our lives every single day. corn, for example, there are over 4,000 different products that are made from corn or have corn in them that we use every single day.
I think I eat most of those.
Yeah, probably. I hope you're not eating the
In a day.
paint.
Hey, usually during the day. I help out with the ethanol, too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So,
Not driving it, though.
Oh. But so it's important for us to bring awareness about where your food comes from, where the fuel comes from, and that, you know, we want people to support our local farmers, not just here in Carroll County, obviously, but all over the state of Iowa. So, again, it was just an awesome opportunity for all 4 of our organizations to work together to support a stronger Carroll County in agriculture and educate consumers about what we're doing, but most importantly, offer this as a benefit to our growers. There's free admission for everybody tonight, and we really wanted our members to take advantage of that and spend the night with their families. And as you know, the farming economy hasn't been the greatest, and farmers are really struggling this year to get their crop in, for one.
Yeah, that was
But
fun year.
if they've got their crop in, they're trying to spray it or they're trying to make hay. So,
You know, we've got a nice stretch here of dry weather and beautiful night. And you got a big event coming up, too. You got the races over in Newton where you guys, are you not doing the Newton race anymore?
actually, no. This is the first year we haven't done it in almost 13 years. Yeah, so.
Well, they still run ethanol in the cars.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely. But
If you haven't ever been to an IndyCar race, it smells like popcorn.
it does.
They run straight ethanol through there, and you start smelling. And go, what do I smell? It smells like a popcorn.
It does. It's a really sweet smell. But no, we've decided that we're going to just take a different route this year. We felt like we've used that platform for several years, and just going to take a little bit of a different route and try to promote some ethanol in some different ways.
Benny Berg's going to get the fly out for route number 1. That was top of the order, Derek Kay. Again, we got Janelle Kraft here with us with the Iowa Corn Growers, and it's amazing to me to see the number of people now. You know, we're getting into the 5th inning, and it's starting to get a little later, and the kids are starting to go to bed. And, but just the number of kids that I didn't recognize, and I could tell it's not the regular ones because usually you look down in right field over by the deal, and there's kids playing all the time. They're getting up now. Some of the softball games must be getting over the baseball games, and the regulars are starting to come in and show the other kids. But the kids were sitting here watching, so I knew it wasn't our regular crowd. 1 out now, 9-6 Murchis Trail.
Well, that's good to know that
That's
there's a different crowd here tonight. It's a nice crowd, and hopefully they're maybe the first timers, but they're going to come back again. And I've talked to Jim Allen a little bit and John Perrin, and they said that we've had one of the better crowds, especially for a weeknight. So that's very pleasing, and we're definitely going to take that into consideration when we think about doing this again next year. And
that's in there for strike 2. And I think you picked a good weekend. You know, a little bit farther down where you're usually hoping the crops are in and what have you. And again, it was a little test this year, but you guys done just a great job of promoting it and getting the people here. And it's been a lot of fun. And again, it's fun to have a different crowd. There's strike 3 for the second out. But it is, you know, when we get our regulars, but you know, to see the different groups come in, because they do bring a different crowd with them, it's always fun to see. And then some of those people come back, as you said.
Oh, absolutely. And I will tell anybody that's thinking about a company out there sponsoring this group, they're volunteers. They have been so awesome to work with. And
Johnny Perrin and Allen and those guys just kill themselves. It's amazing.
I know, and they're volunteers. I mean, but they've been
I
super
have yet to
flexible
get here before. There's in there for a second before John Perrin.
Yeah.
I was here today and almost 2 hours before game time, and I still didn't beat him. So I don't know what time. I don't know if he leaves. Well, he does, because he leaves. The one thing about it, he does get out of here fast, quick. But that's outside ball 1. 9-6, 2 outs here. We are in the top of the 5th inning. We're talking with Janelle Kraft with the Iowa Corn Growers, and yeah, you're right. I mean, this group, the hours they put in. I mean, I've been part of their committee now. Somehow I got roped into it. I was trying to run away from it, but they sucked me in.
I know.
There's a foul ball strike 2.
Hey, once you get in, you're in.
I am. I know. Perrin and I used to work together, and he kind of latched me, and then now I'm stuck. But one of the cool things about it is this is a year-round project for them.
Yeah.
This is something that they're working on year-round. They really want to make it a great experience, not only for people here at the ballpark, but for the players, for the parents. We're trying to stream. We've upped our stream game a little bit this year. We finally got it working, but we've tried to up that. There's going to be a foul ball back. We stream on the on radio. I mean, they just do a wonderful job of trying to get all of it to work out. And then, of course, this beautiful stadium. And is this the first time you've been to one of the games?
Sadly, yes.
Yeah.
I hate to admit that, but I know that I will definitely be back.
Well, there's a foul ball back again, 1-2. Don't bring that boyfriend of yours, though. We don't need him around here.
Oh, we're just friends.
No, keep him away. He's trouble. He's,
Actually, you know what? I think if we bring him, we'll drink more beer maybe, and then, you know,
You
the
will
kids,
sell more beer.
the kids will,
you will sell beer.
you know, suck up more
Yeah.
food at the concession
Well,
stand,
don't
so
bring
it's a win for
don't
the
bring his
merchants.
relatives either. I grew up with that family too. Boy, that's trouble. Janelle and I grew up together. She's a lot younger than me, but
Yeah, just a year older than your younger brother, Michael.
he's a punk, so that's okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2
Yeah,
outs.
He might have learned something from you.
That's in there for a call, strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down. We're gonna stick around here some more with Janelle. We're having a good time, as long as she has time.
Yeah, actually, a couple more minutes will be good, and
Well, yeah, we don't, I don't want to get you here with it. You know, the end of the beer. They're gonna cut the beer off here for too. So knowing where you're from, we're in Carroll County, so it's the Busch Light capital of the world, and you know I don't want to cut you off, but you know, again, I want to thank you for taking the time to come up here. One, and then also you had to be nervous because I said I'd be nice, so you knew I was lying.
yes.
So I'm sorry about
But
that.
I feel like I have completely held my own. and
Oh, you absolutely. There was
thrown
not
some
doubt in my
shots
mind when you
back,
came
yeah.
up. I mean, but you know, thank you for kind of putting this thing together. And are you going to be at the golf outing tomorrow?
Oh, no, actually, I cannot be there. I've got another commitment, but
I get to sit on a booth. I get to sit a hole. Yeah, they don't let me golf anymore.
We are supporting, though, that golf outing. We've given away some door prizes and some hole prizes, so we will be represented, but we just won't be there.
I'll be sitting on a hole. They decided that all the different greenskeepers around the county have taken up a collection and paid for me not to golf anymore. They can't afford the seed to redo all my divots, so I will be sitting on a hole handing out some door prizes and things like that.
That's awesome.
I have some drink tickets. We make them earn it. They got to chip into a cornhole.
Oh, perfect.
So you know what? Maybe we'll talk to you about that. We're gonna have to get a corn one.
Yeah.
And we make them chip into that with a wiffle ball, and if they
That's
can do
fun.
it, of course I move it back and have the wind involved. So
Well, yeah.
I
You
mean
can't
I
make
don't
it
just
easy.
give away beer.
No.
Because that's my beer they're taking. So we don't just give that away. But thank you so much for coming up, and thank you for the wonderful night and helping get these together. And we look for more support and working in cooperation, working with you guys on different events and different things. I think this is just the start of some pretty cool things.
Absolutely, and we've had a great time too. And I know the cattlemen have enjoyed it, Farm Bureau and the Soybean Association. We're just very thankful to the merchants and all the volunteers for doing such a great job and working with us. And we had a lot of questions back and forth. So
I was a
thanks
little
for
nervous.
being patient.
The cattlemen were out there and they didn't have anything in their hand, and I didn't know if they could grill with 2 hands. So glad to see they're walking around here. They're all taking care of themselves. They'll be a little slower tomorrow when they're giving me static, but we've been having a good time. Trent Johnson's up. Again, we enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank
Look
you
forward to
very
more
much,
things.
Jeff. Good to hear from you.
You've
see
done a
you,
great.
and
Nice to see. You know, we're only 30 miles apart, but we never talk to each other unless we're ripping on each
know.
other on Facebook. But I'll be down at the farm this weekend, so if you want a good laugh, I'll be getting kicked by cattle with Dad. So
All right, sounds
come
good.
on
Be
down. Thank you
careful.
so much. Oh, I won't.
Thanks.
But thank you so much. Again, that was Janelle Kraft with the the Iowa Corn Grower Association, doing a great job. And what a great day we've had here. 9-6 Merchants Trail. That's strike 2 now on Trent Johnson. Trent tonight walked, or he hit a base hit and scored in the second, and then he grounded out 3-1. 9-6 we trail. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Trent. Here's the pitch. It's inside, 2-2. Again, thank you to Janelle Kraft. Coming up. That way you didn't have to listen to me. Hope you guys enjoyed that and see the support of our Iowa corn growers, not just Carroll County, but that's an Iowa Corn Grower Association. Swing and a miss. And Johnson will be down on strikes for the first out of the 5th inning. That'll bring up Chase Corton. Chase tonight had a single and scored. I'm sorry, walked, stranded at 3rd, and then he got a base hit and scored in the 4th. 9-6. They got their runs in the 5th with a walk RBI and then a grand slam. That's going to be outside, ball 1. So they got 5. Oh. I'm sorry, I missed that one. So Alex Thompson, number 5, Adam Thompson. Oops, I'm sorry. No, we got a new player. Let me see here. He just joined the team, so bear with me. I know he's from Adel. I'm sorry, it's Dalton Hughes. Dalton Hughes. And the other one was Deshaun Welch. Sorry, folks, I had that mixed up. So it was Welch. So Hughes now is at 3-1. On Hughes. 9-6 we trail, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch on the way, that's going to miss upstairs.
Now batting, second baseman, number 16.
So runner at first base, 1 out. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, Reese Snyder. Tom, whatever she's typing is from her. I haven't done that one, so I don't usually trust a craft with my phone, but I'm going to give it to Janelle today. 9-6, runner at first base. Swing and the foul ball, strike 1. So we're getting her out here in time to get to make sure she hits that last call. We don't want her to miss out on that. She did a great job of working all night long, and a great group here tonight. No balls, 1 strike. Reese attempts to bunt, and that's going to just roll foul for strike 2. Let's see, his mom sitting down here to my right. I don't see his dad, but I know he's around. He doesn't get too far out. Again, the cattlemen sticking around. I see they finally done grilling and kind of resting. Still a nice crowd here. We had over 500, so that's a great number on a Thursday night. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Throw over to first, not in time. 9-6 we trail. Hopefully by the next game I will figure it out. Hopefully I'll figure out how to run the scoreboard, but really enjoy everything going on. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. To Reese Snyder, number 9 hitter. Runner at first base. They throw over again. Not in time. Really keep a check on Hughes. He's an Adele, Iowa product. Just joining the team. Checks the runner. Pitch on the way. It's going to be foul back. Out of play. We'll reset. One out. Hughes the runner at first. Snyder, number 9 hitter. They're going to throw over again. He's back standing up. Barely got off that time before they threw it back over. There was some activity down in Fort Dodge's bullpen. Looks like they're ready to go whenever they're ready to pull the trigger. He throws over again. I don't know if he's stalling here. He's not even getting off. He's able to get back with 2 steps. So he's not even getting off the rubber. Looks back. Checks the runner at first now. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. They're going to snap back over. Not going to be in time. That's going to be a strikeout of Snyder for the second out, and that's going to be the top of the order, Mike Wallace. Oh, nope. We're going to have. They're going to have. Yep, Mike Wallace is going to be up. Mike tonight walked, stranded at first base. Then he had a sacrifice fly out to center field to score an RBI. And then he had a single and scored in the 4th. So good night so far for Mike. Runner still at first base. 9-6 Murchis Trail. Cut back into this thing. It's going to be low, ball 1. Merchants have scored 2 in the 2nd and 4 in the 4th to get back into this thing. They've gotten 6 runs on 7 hits. Committed an error. For the visitors, they've gotten 9 runs on 7 hits. And they've played clean ball so far. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Here's your pitch. Outside, gonna snap it back again. Boy, he's got a cannon back there. Does the catcher. Next week's broadcast schedule, for home games anyway, will be Thursday and Friday and Sunday. Thursday will be the Clarinda A's. We'll have another game here Saturday night this week. Jeff Blankman will have the call for you. Try to stream that with the radio broadcast. That's going to be swing and a miss, strike two. Strike one, I'm sorry, 2-1. So that'll be on with, we'll try to tie that right in so you hear the radio broadcast. You get the radio commercials. Hopefully we get everything set up for you correctly. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's your pitch. Just be inside. Ball 3. Wanted to snap that back, but lost his balance. 3-1, 2 outs. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 9-6 Merchants Trail. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning, going 7. A runner at first base. Hughes. Pitch on the way. That's going to be a grounder to third. He's going to look to second base and in time. So 5 for the put out. And the Merchants are going to strand 1. They're going to get no runs on 1 hit. No hits, no errors, and they're going to leave 1. We're going to go to the top of the 6th inning. Merchants Trail 9-6. Back after these messages. 2019 Merchant Corp. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton LLP. Giant Seeds. Piranha Club. Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Platinum Fitness. Templeton Savings Bank. State Wealth Management. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton LLP. Giant Seeds. Piranha Club. Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Platinum Fitness. Templeton Savings Bank. State Wealth Management. Welcome back to Merchants Baseball. Jeff Honnold here with you. We'll get you the playoff score here in a minute. Raptors head 43-48. So Carroll's own Nick Nurse coaching the Raptors, so they're going to keep close tabs on that. We are ready to go here.
Now batting, first baseman number 26.
And that'll bring up
Jamie Young.
the first baseman, Jamie Young. He flew out in the 6th, flew out in the 2nd, and had an RBI fly out in the 3rd. And the first pitch in there for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 9-6 we trail. Top of the 6th inning, going 7. Pitch on the way. That misses inside, ball 2. Beautiful night, sun's down now, lights are on. No wind to speak of. Starting to drip down into the 60s. Pitch on the way. Misses outside, ball 3. .72 degrees it says right now, no wind. That's in there for strike 1. 3-1 now on the first baseman, Jamie Young. Pitch on the way. That's going to miss high. It's going to be leadoff walk for the Gypsum Miners. we get into close to the 9 o'clock hour, starting to see some youngsters heading out. Maybe some of the older folks as well. Bugs are starting to come out.
Number 8,
And that's going to bring up number 8,
Krugler.
Trenton Kugler. He is the right fielder.
All right, go for it.
He had a walk with an RBI. RBI walking in the first. Single. Pitch on the way. That bounces in there for ball 1. So Hudson came in the 4th inning and the 5th, so he's in his 3rd inning of work here. Struggling just a little bit. Throw over first, not in time. We got activity down in the Merchants bullpen. Try to get you some numbers when we get a better look. One ball, no strikes. Runner at first base. Pitch on the way. It's going to curve. Burke's going to block it. That'll be ball 2. 2-0 now. Nobody out. Runner at first base. 9-6. Merchants trail. After a rough first couple innings, Merchants settled in. Here's your pitch. There's going to be a shot out to right field. That's going to get in for a single, and that'll hold the runner at second base on the strong throw. So a walk and a single puts runners at first and second, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Jimenez. He had a grand slam in the first, and then he walked. I had an RBI walk in the second, and then he flew out. 5 RBI night for Jimenez. Pitch on the way. So miss high, ball 1. I would say that's a productive night. 9-6. He's done the chunk of the damage for Fort Dodge. 1-0, pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Nobody out, runners at first and second. Top of the 6th inning, going 7. Beautiful night for baseball here in Carroll, Iowa. You can join us for the home broadcast Saturday. Tyler will have all the away games. That's in there for strike 2. The away games will all be put out on our social media platforms. If we don't have internet, they will tape it and put it out later. If we're able to, we'll broadcast live for you. So we'll get everything out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Pitch on the way. It's going to be a dribbler to third base. He's going to snag it. Second for 1. Over to first for 2. Double play. So we'll have a 5-4. And then a 4-3 there. And that'll advance the runner to third base. 2 outs now. That'll bring up number 7 hitter, America Luis. He flew out in the first, struck out in the second, and then struck out looking in the 4th. Hudson now looks in. Activity still down the Merchants bullpen. There's going to be a high fly ball to center field. Going back under it and making the catch that time was Kutan. And the Merchants are going to get out of this jam with no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They're going to leave 1. We're going to go to the bottom half of, what are they called there? They're going to call they're going to give a run there. Pitch on the way. It's 21. Who's 21 now? Not sure what we got going on here. They didn't give the run. The runner's not at third anymore, so they must have called a balk. So on the run, so they're going to give that as a balk. And he's going to get a base hit. So Louise is going to be on a single. They gave him a balk, so he's going to score on a balk. Scored. That's 1 out. 2 outs now. Runner at first base. 10-6 the lead right now. Pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike. So Noguera up, the catcher. So they must have called a balk. I did not see them call that ahead of time. It was a fly out to center field. But run scored then. And they got him at first base on the pickoff. Not before they got some damage there. So they're going to get 1 run on 2 hits. And they're going to get a run there. So we're going to be back here in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 10-6. Hold on a second, folks. We had a little crash on the studio, so we'll get that back up here. Sorry. So it's 10-6. We go to the bottom of the 6th, Merchants Trail. 2019 Merchant corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, Ike Allen Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Fitness, and now on to the broadcast booth. Great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton LLP. Giant Seeds. Piranha Club. Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Platinum Fitness. Templeton Savings Bank. State Wealth Management. Well, welcome back to the Merchants broadcast. Jeff Honnold here with you. Merchants Trail 10-6. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And a little confusion on that last one. There was a balk called that nobody saw. So Merchants are going to come up. They're going to have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters up. Supple, Berg, and Larkin. See if they can get that run back. So everybody was yelling at the umpire, and he didn't see the balk. They didn't really yell it out. The fly ball out center, everybody thought that was the 3rd out, but they let the run come down. Really didn't give much action at all. That's where the confusion came from. They really need to let us know what's going on, but didn't, so we'll just live with that and move on here. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you for hanging on with us, folks, through these broadcasts. We will continue to limp through as we can here. And that pitch is in there for ball 1. Pitch on the way. To Fay. Two 2-0 now to Fay. Pitch on the way. That misses high, 3-0. Parents down here to our right. 3 balls, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, trailing 10-4. 10-6, sorry, 10-6. Pitch on the way. They're going to give him a strike there. Looked inside. Been inside, been a ball most of the night. They're going to give that to him. 3-1 now. Nobody out. Top of the order. Ooh, strike 2, full count. Again, stick around. Coach usually comes up and usually brings a couple players with him, so we'll do a quick interview with him. Pitch on the way. That's going to miss inside, so lead off a walk. In the 6th, and that'll bring up now Supple. See if we can't get Brandon on here for a little bit for us. Supple tonight struck out looking, then he had a double in the third, and then he had a 2 RBI double in the fourth. It's a good night so far for Nick. Runner at first base. With speed is Fay. Supple looks in. That ball's going to hit him in the back. So he's going to be hit by a pitch, and that's going to get runners at first and second. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Ben Berg, with nobody out. So nobody out for Ben Berg. So Ben Berg's up, and that's going to be after he's announced. Coach is going to walk out there. They've had guys thrown in the bullpen. They got a couple guys look like warmed up out there, so I'm not sure if they're going to make a change here or what they're up to. Just going to make a nice long walk out the mound and talk to his pitcher. So the Merchants have a couple guys warming up now. See which direction they go as well. Late in the game here. Again, we're going 7 innings only tonight. Stick around afterwards. After 9 o'clock hour here, Carroll, Iowa. Beautiful night. Chance of rain tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. Mostly tomorrow afternoon late, I think it sounds like, and then maybe on Saturday morning as well. So stick around. We got a game scheduled for Saturday afternoon. We got another Merchant running out to the bullpen, so I don't know if we're going to have a switch here or what we got going on. 10-6 Merchants trail. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Lead off or cleanup hitter Ben Berg up. Long look in. Here's your pitch. That's going to miss outside and low. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on cleanup hitter. Thanks for joining us tonight. There's going to be a foul ball. Hopefully it gets out of play. To screen, he has room, and he makes the catch. First out of the inning. On Berg, and that's going to bring up Brandon Larkin. Brendan tonight was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the second. He flew out in the third and struck out in the fourth. Brendan's been a consistent player for us this year, so we're hoping he comes through here with a big quality hit. So Brendan now digs in with 1 out. Runners at first and second. Chance to do some damage here and get us back in this ball game at 10-6. That ball's low and outside. Ball 1. Get on the away games. Get the Tyler Bruning, young intern. He travels with the team. He does the streaming and some of the broadcasting, so that'll be on. Pitch on the way. That's going to miss high. Ball 2. Maybe we can catch him, see if he can get up here and maybe do an inning here for you. Give you a little break. Bottom of the 6th, 10-6. We're going 7. Pitch on the way. Outside. 3-1. 3-0. Looks like they have guys ready to go down in the bullpen. They're sending more guys. They got a whole herd down there in their bullpen right now. Got a nice group standing down in the Merchants as well. I'm not sure if we got guys warmed up waiting and another guy's warming up as well. That's going to be in there for strike 1 looking. Larkin taking all the way. 3-1, 1 out. Bottom of 6. Larkin digs in. He's set, comes to it, swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball's a little outside. He was trying to take that one to right field and see if he couldn't clear the bases there. Full count now, 1 out. Bottom of 6th inning. Here's your pitch. A high fly ball. First baseman giving chase. He's got room at the dugout. He makes the catch. And that's going to bring up Frederick Reynolds. Frederick struck out looking in the second. He grounded out in the third and flew out in the fourth. So he's 0 for 3. Runners at first and second. Merchants got them on there with nobody out, and they've had 2 back-to-back flyouts to get 2 outs now. 10-6. Merchants trail here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch on the way. Fouled out of play, strike 1. He's quiet down there in the Merchant bullpen so far. Looks like everybody's warmed up. They got 5 or 6 guys down there. They're scrambling down the Fort Dodge. They got a whole handful down there as well. They're just far enough away, and there's that light pole in there. We can't give you numbers. Sorry, folks. 0-1. Pitch on the way is outside. 1-1. 2 outs. 10-6 Merchants trail here in the bottom of the 6th. Still a nice crowd here after 9 o'clock. They close the beer tent and they still hang out, so we like that. Pitch on the way. That's going to hit Reynolds. So bases loaded now. And Trent Johnson could tie the game. I think we're going to have maybe a pinch hitter. Oh, Reynolds is going to have a pinch runner for him. That'll be number 14, Ryan Booth. Booth will run for Reynolds at first. There's a pinch runner. Trent Johnson's coming up. Trent, so far tonight, had a single and scored. He grounded out and struck out in the 5th. One swing here, though. He could tie this game up. Base hit, he'll get us back in the ball game. We got speed at first, so got speed at home. 2 outs. See what Trent can do here. All right, he's in now. Pitch on the way. That's going to be in there for strike 1. 2 outs, bases loaded for the Merchants here. Trent was talking to the umpire about something. There's something he didn't like. Here's your pitch. It's going to be inside. Ball 1. Looks like we have a new pitcher. I'm sorry, I missed that. And that's going to be Will Statler. Pitch on the way. It's going to miss. Ball 2. 2-1 now. 2 outs for Johnson. 10-6 Merchants trail. Bottom of 6th inning. Bases loaded. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Boy, that one dropped. Bottom dropped out of that one. 2-2. 2 outs. Base hit here does some damage. Gets right back in the game. Probably score 2. Looks in. Guy signed. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And strike out. So they get out. Merchants threaten, but don't score. They get the lead off 2 guys on. But they don't score anything. They get no runs on no hits, no errors, and they're going to leave 3. We're done with 6. And the Merchants trail 10-6. We'll be back after these messages. I'd like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Anytime Fitness, Computer Concepts of Iowa, Court Street, LLC, Lens Insurance and Real Estate, Litterdale Country Store, Carroll Glass, Market on 30, Merchant Park Concessions. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton, LLP. Giant Seeds. Piranha Club. Lincoln Highway Pharmacy. Platinum Fitness. Templeton Savings Bank. State Wealth Management. Welcome back to the Merchants broadcast. Merchants Trail here in the top of the 7th inning, 10-6. Last inning. Thank you for being with us tonight on all of our platforms. Again, you can catch the home and the away games on the places that have internet. Donnie's trying to get me to do it. I can't do those. They're doing the YMCA. That isn't going to happen up here. But you can get the games. If we're not able to stream live, they will tape it and throw it out there. So we'll at least be able to get that out there for you. Equipment's been working great thanks to Johnson Communications. Pitch on the way. It's going to miss, ball one. The catcher, Negrera, up, ball one. Pitch on the way. He's going to go inside and miss him. Ball two, thought maybe it hit him, it didn't. Young girls are still singing YMCA down here. Crowd's thinned out here a little bit inside the stadium. It's moved outside. There's still a nice crowd sitting out in the bleachers outside. 9:15, a lot of kids have gone home. 2-0 now, pitch on the way. It's going to be a shot up the middle, base hit. Lead-off base hit. That's the 4th time this game they've had the lead-off man on. Actually, it's more than that, isn't it? There's 1.
Now batting.
2.
Shortstop, number 4.
3.
Nate Dolman.
4 out of 5, they've had the leadoff guy on, putting pressure on our pitchers. So nobody out, runner at first base. And that'll bring up Nate Dolman. Pitch on the way. He shows bunt, and he fouls it back, strike one. Dolman tonight walked in the first, struck out looking in the second, walked in the 4th. I'm sorry, no he didn't. He walked and scored in the 3rd, and then he flew out in the 4th. Throw over to first base, not in time. Again, our next home broadcast will be Saturday. Jeff Blank will have that for you. See if we can't get him a little help. That'll be a 9-inning ball game. Long look in, pitch on the way. It's going to miss low. 1-1. I don't have the schedule in front of me, folks. I think there's a game tomorrow night on the road, but I'm not positive. See if we can't find out here. Well, they don't have it listed for me. They'll throw over, not in time. Usually they'll tell us. Yep, not going to do it. If they are on tomorrow, Tyler will have it. I'm sorry. 0-2 they're saying, so they gave that last one a strike. It didn't show that. There's a strike. All right. So it's 1-2. That makes more sense. See, if he called that other one a strike, we're in trouble. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 7th inning, runner at first base, nobody out. Merchants Trail, 10-6. Pitch on the way. Curveball. And he called time. He called a balk. So he's not getting stopped. They called a balk, so he's going to move over. So no pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner's now at second base. Here's your pitch. That's a high fly ball out to left field, going back deep. And we're going to watch that one go. So there's a homer for Dolman. And that makes it 12-6. They double us up here in the 9th inning with that 2-run homer after the walk. And that's going to bring up top of the order Derek Kay. He had a base hit and scored in the first, flew out in the second. In the first, I'm sorry, flew out twice, got up twice. There's a hit down at third base, throw over. Well, nice stretch that time, but was pulled off the bag. So he's going to be on with an error. E5 on the throw. Nice stretch by Larkin, but he wasn't able to keep his foot on the errant throw. And that'll bring up Jose Guillen, Jr.
Number 6, center fielder, Jose Guillen.
Jose was on, he walked and scored in the first. He got a double and scored in the second. He got a single and was thrown out in the third. And he struck out looking in the fifth. Pitch on the way. Low, ball one. 12-6 now here in the top of the seventh. They got 5 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the sixth, and 2 in the seventh. For the Merchants, they got 2 in the second, 4. That curveball's in there, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner at first base. Pitch on the way. That's outside. Ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. 10-6 Merchants trail. Top of 7th inning. Here's your pitch. Miss high. Ball 3. 3-1. We'll see if Tyler, can you jump on this half inning for me here quick? Tyler Bruni's going to jump on.
Hey, Merchant fans, this is Tyler Bruner here. This is, of course, I am the away commentator, play-by-play commentator for the Merchants, and I'm going to close out this game, hopefully, and we'll see what can happen. Again, Joey Hudson here for the pitch. 3-1 pitch coming in. Swing and over Joey's head. It's going to get over to second base and over to, there we go. The double play from the Merchants to close out the top, or actually, excuse me, to record 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And that was a number 16, that was...
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 28, Devin Porter.
That was Reese Snyder, I believe, over to first baseman Brendan Larkin. Again, Merchants fans, my name is Tyler Bruner. Glad to close you guys out here tonight in Merchants Park here in beautiful Carroll, Iowa. Again, here comes the pitch from Hudson. A little bit of a slow pitch, but we'll be recording 1-0. Again, count stands 1 ball, 0 strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the 7th inning. Merchants looking to close out this game tonight as it was a tough one. Here comes Hudson. It will be a strike. 1-1 pitch from Hudson. Count now stands 1-1, 2 outs here. Again, Merchants fans, we are here tonight. Hudson, here it comes. It's going to be just to the right for ball number 2. Our main man, Jeff Honnold's right back here, so I'm going to hand it back, Mike, right back to him.
Thank you for Tyler stepping in there. That ball's going to be back to the backstop. Porter has a 3-1 count on him now. 2 outs. And they're going to walk him. So runner at first base, that's going to bring up Jamie Young. Young flew out in the first, flew out in the second, flew out in the third, but got an RBI. And he walked and scored on the balk in the 6th. Pitch on the way with 2 outs. It's going to miss, ball 1. 12-6 Merchants trail here. We're in the top of the 7th. We're going 7. Merchants need to get the bats going. Bottom half of the inning. Long look over at first. Throws outside. Ball 2. No activity right now in the Merchant bullpen. There is some activity in Fort Dodge. Got a handful of guys down there. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here. Pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike. Troy that time throws a strike. Hudson has been in since 4th inning. Long relief. 2-1 now, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. It's going to be a hard hit ball out to center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So runners at first and second on that long single. And that'll bring up Krugler. Krugler had an RBI walk in the first, single in the second, and he had a base hit in the 6th. (12-6) here in the 7th inning. Bottom half, or top half, 2 outs. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 1. Thanks for being with us tonight here on the Merchants Broadcast Network. Catch us on Twitter, Facebook, 3 YouTube channels. Just search Carroll Merchants. Also, if you want to check them out, they're on Snapchat and Instagram as well. Some neat posts throughout the week. That's outside, ball 2. Tyler and Marine do a great job of keeping things current and getting content out there. You can also check out KCIM's Facebook page, so KCIM Carroll, and they have interviews with the players. So got just about all those in. Here's your 2-0 pitch. Chopper this time. That's going to be scooped up by third. Oh, throw over. In time. So 5-3 to end the inning. They're going to get no runs on, oh, I'm sorry, they're going to get 2 runs, sorry. 2 runs on 1, 2, 3, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning, bottom of the 7th, end of the game here. Merchants trail 12-6, back after this. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Anytime Fitness, Computer Concepts of Iowa, Court Street LLC, Lens Insurance and Real Estate, Litterdale Country Store, Carroll Glass, Market on 30, Merchant Park Concessions. Due up here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the Merchants will be Hughes, Snyder, and Wallace. 8-9-1. Hughes last time. Not sure what he did. Sorry, folks. Didn't mark that down. I think he was on a walk. So we're here in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, actually, he didn't get up. So 12-6, Merchants Trail, pitch on the way. That's ball 1. We got a new pitcher. That'll be number 9 for them. That'll be Crowell. And he's going to miss for ball 2. So ball 2 now. That one's in there for a strike. On Hughes, a Dell Iowa product. Merchants down to the last 3 outs. Pitch on the way. Ooh, gift there for strike 2. Pulled that one down. Two and 2 now. Nobody out. Bottom of 7. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 1 out now, and that's going to bring up pinch hitter. See who we got here. Number 20 is Chase Costa. So Costa from Hawaii. So Costa comes in with 2 outs. I'm sorry, with 1 out. 12-6 we trail. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Last inning here. Pitch on the way. It's going to be in there for a strike. Oh, he's going to call ball. Thought I heard him say strike. Must have been somebody outside yelling. Pitch on the way. Foul ball. Strike 1. 1-1. Again, thanks to Tyler for covering for me there a little bit. 12-6 we trail. Bottom of the 7th. This is it. Down to our last 2 outs. Pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike. So we're down to our last 4 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom 7th. Pitch on the way. There's going to be a hard hit ball out to right field. That's going to get down. It's in the gap. Costa's flying. He's got 2. Is he looking 3? He's going to look. They're going to run him. And he is going to be in there with a stand-up triple. So Costa comes in and hits a triple here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and that'll bring up the top of the order, Wallace. So Mike Wallace tonight walked in the first, had an RBI flyout in the 2nd, and he hit a base hit in the 4th and scored, and then he grounded out in the 5th. So he's got runner at 3rd base now with 1 out. See if he can extend this thing. 12-6 we trail on the bottom of the 7th. There's a hit down 3rd base. That's a base hit, and that's going to score a run. So another base hit that time by Wallace, and that's another RBI for him. That's 2 on the night. And that'll bring up Andrew Fay. Fay tonight flew out, and he grounded out to the first baseman. Then he had a base hit and an RBI, and he scored on a wild pitch in the 4th. And he walked and got to 3rd last inning. Here's your pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. He was trying to send that baby to the fence. 12-7. Merchants trail here in the bottom of 7th. 0-1 now. Pitch on the way. He's going to hit that one fouled on the right line. Strike 2. Two strikes now on Andrew Fay. Pitch on the way. He swings and misses. Strike 2. Strike 3, I'm sorry. So Fay strikes out. And the Merchants are down to their last 3 strikes. Nick Supple's coming up. Supple struck out looking in the first, but then he did his damage. He had a double in the third, and then he had another double with 2 RBIs in the fourth, and then he got hit by the pitch in the sixth. He's got a runner at first base with 2 outs, trailing 12-7. See if he can stick one out here and get this thing close. Down to their last out. Merchants look. Here's pitch. So miss outside. Ball 1. Bottom of the 7th now. (12-7) Merchants trail. They've gotten 12 runs on 10 hits. Runner goes. Here's a chopper foul. Strike 2. 1-1 now. They've gotten 12 runs on 10 hits. They've played clean ball. Merchants tonight, 7 runs on 9 hits and had 2 errors. One and one now on Supple. Runner goes. That's in there for a strike. Stolen base. So the Merchants down now to the last strike. Supple digs in. Runner at second base. Pitch on the way. And he's going to foul that one back. Reset. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of 7th inning, trailing 12-7. Still a decent crowd here. High scoring affair. Merchants down to the last strike. Supple digs in, pitch on the way. He's going to hit it third, and that one's going to be booted. That's going to score a run. So run scored. So that's going to score a run. That's going to be an error. E5. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Ben Berg. Ben tonight. Grounded out in the first, grounded out in the third. He walked in the fourth, and he flew out in the fifth. Actually, he got on a walk in the third, and he was thrown out, picked off. He was picked off in the third. Runner at first base now, 12-8. Pitch on the way. There's a high fly ball to right field. That thing's got a chance to get down. It does. Berg's digging for second on the double, and runners at second and third now on that double. Merchants are threatening now, 2-out rally. 12-8, runners at second and third, and we're going to have a pitching change. So we're going to take a timeout with him as they take this change. We'll be back after these messages. I'd like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronic, Roman Stephenson Son Construction, Gretaman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa, Merchant corporate sponsors are Merchant Park Concession, Kick 106.7, KCIM 1380 92.5, 93.7 KKRL. And now, on to the broadcast booth. We would like to thank these great Merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bruner, Reinhardt, and Morton LLP. The 2019 Merchant corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, Ike Allen Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Fitness. And now, on to the broadcast booth. Welcome back to the broadcast. New pitcher in is number 10, Lowell Schwartz. He's from Blackburn College, and he's going to inherit runners at second and third. 2 outs now. 12-8 is the Fort Dodge lead. So Merchant's now threatening, and that's going to bring up Brendan Larkin. Larkin tonight was hit by pitch and scored. And he flew out in the third, struck out in the fourth, flew out in the sixth. He is due, and he can definitely stick it out of here. 3-run homer. We're right back in business here. So he digs in now. No balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, this game's on the line here. Runners at second, third, pitch on the way. It's high, ball 1. So Brendan Larkin now. Merchant's down to the last out. See if he can do some more damage. The train was rolling. 1 ball, no strikes, pitch on the way. There's a hard hit ball out to left field. Going back is the left fielder. And he is going to make the over-the-shoulder catch. Was Gillen Jr. And that's a long fly out to end the game. Merchants are going to fall. They're going to get 2 runs on 1, 2, 3 hits. No error, or 1 error. And they're going to leave 2 on. Merchants are going to fall 10-8. We're going to step away, give Coach a little time here to get up here, and we will be back after these messages.
Iowans grow corn. It's in every Iowa stereotype. But what most people don't realize is that not all corn is the same. Less than 1% of corn grown in Iowa is world-class, delicious Iowa sweet corn. It makes any meal at home taste better. But this miracle plant can do a whole lot more. And for that, you need field corn. Iowa farmers plant more than 13 million acres of corn, and 99% of it is field corn, also known as dent corn. Field corn is far more productive than garden variety sweet corn. It goes to feed livestock, make ethanol, plastics, medicines, or one of the thousands of other daily uses. In fact, it's one of the most useful plants in existence and is crucial as we step away from petroleum. But field corn is not known for its appeal to human taste buds. To prove this point, I'm going to eat both. First up, sweet corn. Yeah, it's so freaking good. Now the moment we've all been waiting for, field corn, which we boiled to give me a chance at this. It's really hard. That's not good. To sum up, sweet corn is rare and delicious. Field corn is abundant and important, but only tastes good if you have the sophisticated palate of a Holstein. Get more info about all corn at iowacorn.org. Somebody get me some more of this sweet corn. Something good and mix it with something better. What you get is better. Gasoline is good. Heck, it's one of the most useful things we've ever discovered, but ethanol is better. It's a natural, renewable liquid fuel that burns remarkably clean and is higher octane than gas. It's even biodegradable and non-toxic. So when you mix gas with ethanol, you get better.
All the small.
Ethanol is great for Iowa's economy. We provide a whopping 30% of the nation's ethanol, and the renewable fuels industry supports 42,000 jobs and accounts for $4.7 billion of Iowa's GDP.
Actually, I'll have a large instead.
In 2016, ethanol use reduced greenhouse gas emissions by 43 million metric tons. That's like removing 9.3 million cars from the road. That's why the American Lung Association promotes the use of ethanol fuels. Plus, ethanol production requires 2/3 less water than gasoline. E15 is a new fuel mixture that uses 15% ethanol and 85% conventional gasoline. It's been certified safe for all cars 2001 and newer by the EPA. How do they know? Well, they did over 6 million miles of actual road tests.
That's like 12 round trips to the moon.
So yeah, it's safe, unless your car is older than he is.
Were there even cars when you were my age?
There you go, kid. E15, it's just better. Visit iowacorn.org/ethanol to find a station near you. It's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
That's like removing 9.3 cars from the road. I forgot the million part. Okay, here we go.
We would like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Anytime Fitness, Computer Concepts of Iowa, Court Street LLC, Lens Insurance and Real Estate, Litterdale Country Store, Carroll Glass, Market on 30, Merchant Park Concessions. To thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019, Commercial Savings Bank, Drees Company, Raccoon Valley Electric Co-op, Mid-Iowa Insurance and Real Estate, Charlie Steakhouse, Southside Lounge, Carroll Dental Associates, AAA Seeds, Barron's Construction, Roselle Mutual Insurance, Johnston Communications. Corporate sponsors are Sparky's One Stop, Anytime Fitness, Ike Allen Distributing, Merchant Park Concession, Culver's, Giant Seeds, Pit Stop Auto Wash, Platinum Fitness. And now, on to the broadcast booth. We would like to thank these great merchant program sponsors for 2019. Bloomers Bar and Grill, Echo Electronics, Roman Stephenson Sons Construction, Gretaman Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Region 12 Council of Governments, Windstar Lines, Pro Auto, United Bank of Iowa,